We are live. I hope. Okay, I got the email saying that I'm live. That's a good start. I forgot to turn my controller on, so now I have to do this manually. But that's a-okay. No stress. Pause that. Hello, Pita Chip. Hello, Fardaris. Wow, people rolling in fast today. It's a new record. Record speeds. Normally I'm here by myself for like 15 minutes before anyone shows up. This is nice. How's life treating y'all? I only woke up a little while ago. I had trouble sleeping last night, so I ended up staying up a little later, and I just started writing stuff. Literally just writing ideas. So I have like a big Word document now that's just loaded with like ideas for like videos and stuff. So that was my project last night. The magic of notifications and wanting something to watch while I write my paper. Other than that, life is good. Well, good stuff. I hope your paper's coming together well. What's the topic on the paper, if you don't mind me asking? I'm kind of curious. Gotta also figure out what I'm doing. What do I need to do first? I need to condense my resin. That's what I need to do. Step 1. First things first. This is important. Oh, actually, you know what's important? Let's do the dailies. Let's get the dailies out of the way first. See if anyone else, give, people time to, come in and hang out. And then we'll hit up the, our new home, the domain. It's on... Well, I'm going to butcher that pronunciation. Eduard Manet's painting, Olympia, and why it's a modern painting. Oh. And also, life is goodish, but I just need to finish my art stuff before I go on holiday. A lot of art stuff going on today, huh? Well, I hope your artwork goes well, your art stuff, and I hope the paper comes together. But I'm going to look up. I'm sure I know Olympia. I do know that I know the painting. I'm sure I've seen it. Olympia painting. Okay, no, I've not. All right, I did not know the painting. I knew the name. I'd heard of it before, but that's a very. I can tell you why it's modern. That cat. That's a modern-looking cat. I'm sorry. I'm poking fun. Art history, though, it sounds pretty interesting. I've done like history classes and stuff before. I've always enjoyed that stuff. So art history is just, that gives me a headache. As a symbol, it's complex. Yep. As soon as you take any course that's like where you're having to discuss symbolism and stuff, things get weird. Because now you have to start micromanaging almost everything. It's like, okay, what does this mean? What does this mean? All right. It's like, oh, the pillar in the background was actually an important facet of the character's motivations. All right, I guess. But I digress. That was just some of my some of my art classes and writing classes. Art history is interesting until you have to write an essay on the symbolism of a painting of a watermelon. I feel like after a certain amount of time of writing about a single watermelon, you just give up after a certain point, and you're like, the symbolism is I'm hungry and I want to eat the watermelon. Iconography will change your life. but I'll also never stop noticing details. It's not. I understand that. So I graduated film school. I spent 4 years in film school, and let me tell you, it ruined movies for me. Like, I can't even begin to explain how much it ruined movies for me. Like, I can't watch a movie now without, like, picking it apart. Some of my closest friends, they can't watch movies with me anymore because of it, because it's like, they know I'm doing it. Even if I'm not saying anything, like, he's judging it. He's doing his thing. Because I spent 4 years literally dissecting every single movie I ever saw, because I was writing essays and stuff on them constantly. Oh god, and just as soon as I see something that was wrong with a movie, it was over. It was done. I wouldn't be able to stop. I just cross my arms, look unimpressed the entire time, and I'm like, oh god, this is terrible. Thankfully, I can still kind of turn my brain off for some movies, but the movie's got to be really dumb. If the movie's not stupid as hell, I can't turn my brain off. If it's trying to be serious, nope, it's done. I can imagine my major is actually literature studies, double major kind of thing. Gotcha. And I have exactly the same thing, only more about narrative than filming technique. Yeah. I can tell you the best story I have for this was when the movie Ender's Game came out. Now, firstly, I didn't like the movie as a book tie-in. Like, I didn't think it did a good job. But beyond that, right in the pretty early parts of the movie, they have a continuity error that happens, and I caught the continuity error, and the entire movie was just ruined by this one continuity error. And it was something so small. It was a character went out from the right of a scene and then came out from the left. That was it. It was such a small detail. It was there for maybe 3 seconds, and I was like, nope, it's ruined. I can't unsee it. Also, speaking of a pillar, I'm rating my essay for art about the broken column and how it symbolizes Frida Kahlo's life. Oh. Topical. Very cool. Well, hopefully your essays and papers and all that are coming along well. I know how time consuming that can be, especially when it is when you depending on the criteria, right? Not even just the topic, but I know I've had some assignments when I was in school that were really short. It was oh yeah, just write a page. It's you write a page on it. You get some. I think one of them was you wrote a page on on a scene from a movie and then recreate that movie scene with a photo. So most of the assignment was the picture, but you had to write about it too. And then the opposite of that, I had to write I think it ended up being a 15-page essay on the cultural significance of Star Wars. I enjoyed writing it. It was a good write, but, that being said, 15 pages of just Star Wars. And it's, oh no, that sounds infuriating. Very. And it's almost done. Very good. I did my modern history assignment the day before it was due because I left it to the last minute. Star Wars is very culturally significant, but 15 pages is a lot. Yeah, that was and the worst part was I was near the minimum. I think he wanted more. I'm pretty sure my professor wanted more. But I'm sitting there, I can't fill this up with any more. I have other things to work on. It's not even my only project right now. But on top of that, it's man, it just keeps going. Also, I recommend not leaving your projects till the day before. Because, I can't. I know lots of people who say they work better under pressure. So they'll tend to procrastinate to the last minute because they say they do their best work. I don't know if that's true. I have my doubts, but to some, maybe that's the best way for them. But for me, it's if I leave something if I get an assignment, I have to do it right away. If it's not done in the first, day, it's going to bother me. Which was actually really nice for a while, because I'd get an assignment, work on it for, I don't know, 20 hours straight, and then just have, a week off. Because, all my projects were done. I hate minimum maximum words. Yeah, they can get really frustrating. I wrote a 12-page paper on Dracula. That was fun, but it's a lot. It is fun sometimes when you're getting into it, but after a certain point, it just starts being tedious because it's like, oh my god, it just... Can I stop? When can I stop? Like, but... You know, I got a great way of putting into perspective the way I did my homework. One of my classes when I was in college, it was an online class, and they said they basically had it set up that you could do it at your own pace, like whatever you could do whatever you wanted every week, as long as you had it all done by the end. And it was a 15-week course, and I did it in a weekend, the entire course. So I did 15 weeks worth of content in 2 days at the beginning of the semester because I didn't want to look at that class ever again. I just wanted it to be done because I had so many other projects to do, and I'm like, no, let's just do it all in one shot. And you know what? It wasn't bad. I got a really good grade in that class. The dedication, that's one word for it. I think it's more like stubbornness and just being like done with it. Just like, I just need this to be done. We'll meet again. I'm sure we will. Yes, give me your bananas. I mean bandanas. I mean bananas. Now, what mission is this? Respect. I did a similar thing once. It sucked in the moment, but it wasn't that bad. Yeah, once it's over with, it's so much relief because it's just like, oh my god. I just, like, that's... Like, when you're doing, like, a class that's supposed to be that long, like 15 weeks, it's like... you just bought yourself a day, basically, or, like, a whole class slot, which ends up being a lot. It feels good. Now, what daily is this? Oh, it's this one. Is this lady going to be like my... Go save the guy? Hibachi should really allow himself some rest. What happened? Traveler, perfect timing. Could you help me with something? Yeah, probably. I'm getting paid, so sure. We just got some dried foods from outside the village. Hibachi was about to deliver them here. Okay. But a group of red vultures was attracted by the smell and came whooshing down. Although the guards managed to drive them away quickly, they had scattered the food everywhere. Some people have left to warn other delivery teams, and Hibachi's busy retrieving what is still edible. Traveler, can you help us? Sure. Thank you so much. My apologies. I've got another batch of goods coming in, so I can't go myself. Okay. I also have to finish off a few chapters of my modern history work, but it's fine because I already know the unit we're studying, so I'm just going to answer the questions. That's good, at least. As long as you're, like, all prepped and stuff, right? Now, what am I doing? You know, I actually read the whole quest out loud there, and I still don't know what they want me to do. No, this is supposed to go up, not down. God. Alright, we're going down. Take you max 30 minutes. Alright, that's alright. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Well, this sucks. You know what? Screw this elevator. I have the power of waypoint technology. I don't need your unnecessary elevators. So, what do you want me to do? Oh. You want me to... Oh. You literally want me to move a box from there to there? Really? Traveler, did you get the goods? Yeah, I got them. Great, please leave them here. Thank you so much. Hibachi's tallying some other stuff in the warehouse. I'll take care of the food from here. Fingers crossed we didn't lose too much food. Yeah. It was like, right... You hired an adventurer. Someone from the city. To come here and bring you a single box. Lady! That is not a good financial decision. Good morning, Bliss. How you doing? How are you doing this fine morning? You just missed a riveting gameplay of me moving a box. Maybe like 20 feet. Tell you, people in Teyvat so lazy sometimes. Hi, Catherine.
Thank you for
Give money. Hi, Catherine. Send my characters to the mines, please. Bye, Catherine. Just got up. Hey, me too. More or less. I got up just before I started streaming. I did just enough time to have breakfast. I had a Pop-Tart and a piece of cheese. The, the breakfast of champions, as I call it. Actually, I wonder if I can do this. Give me 1 sec. Ah! I'm sorry. Sorry. Stupid autoplay. What kind of Pop-Tart? It was a cinnamon something? Cinnamon something. It was alright. Or are you asking about what kind of cheese? It was marble cheese. Oh my god, finally got a two-piece on my Nilou, and now she has 73k. So I only need 700 more HP to max out her buff. Going to the absolute limit. I like it. But yeah, so I was just saying, I mentioned this earlier, but I couldn't sleep very well last night, so I ended up staying up later than I meant. Just working on video ideas and just putting down a big list of stuff. Of just video ideas, concepts, characters, topics, just start writing stuff down. But the whole time, I was just listening to this song on repeat. I don't know how well YouTube links work on this, but I was literally just listening to that random song on repeat for the entire time while I was working on it. I couldn't even give you a discernible reason. That song is also me slightly dating myself because, it's old. Okay. I wonder if I can get any other footage here for anything. I don't think so. I'm not sure, honestly. I think I'll stick with fridge for now. Let's not overcomplicate it. Alright, let's open for some good pieces.
faster. Okay, faster. I see everything. Rain outlines your fate.
Maybe I can get lucky today.
Midnight Phoenix.
My expectations are, of course, low. My artifact luck is mixed at best. Did that Hilitrell just say Muda? I imagine that, I think. Praying you get lucky. Hope RNG is great for you today. Hey, you and me both. And even if it isn't good today, it may be good tomorrow. And worst comes to worst, I can always fodder artifacts and other artifacts. There's always the strong box. Come on, give me Dia pieces. Today's the day, I can feel it. Just not that one. Or that one. I'll check this one though. Or that one. Okay, mulligan. Didn't happen. We're gonna take a mulligan on that one. That one didn't happen. Never happened.
faster.
Alright, so I figure since a few more people have rolled in, plan for today, we're gonna get some artifacts. Try to work on that story quest a little bit more. Try to finish that up today, hopefully. And then I need to get some footage. Actually, I want to do some recording, so I might just be hanging out in the Spiral Abyss for a little bit with some of the Chi-Chi teams and see how they hold up. And that is the general plan for the day.
Sacred name, fortune preserver.
These Hilitrell guys don't like grouping up, I notice. They take quite a while to do that. Yes. I think it's a good plan. I think it's a good plan for the day. Make lots of progress and work on characters and make sure I can actually get that video done for Monday. Okay, no, not that one. Definitely not that one. Okay, Mulligan. Didn't happen. I'll take just one nice piece, please. Give me a Pyro Goblet. Give me a nice Pyro Goblet. That sounds good. My plan is just to grind out some quests for Primos for Nahida. Smart. That is a good use of time. Do you have any Primos saved up still, or have you dumped them all already?
Let me weave you a verse.
I need to farm for Primos too. We all need to farm for Primos. Like, there's always new characters coming out, and I got, like... Jeez. I gotta get Kaveh. That's gonna be brutal. No, I'm fresh out because I pulled for Shenhe last patch. I'm on 65 pity and a 50-50. Oof. That's rough, buddy. I wish you luck, too. Kaveh and Snake Boy is coming home. I don't care. You've made your decision. I respect that. Okay. I like Baizhu. I'm not sure if I want Baizhu all that much. Like, I don't need him right now. So if I don't get Baizhu, I'm not going to be too upset. But I will be upset if I can't get Kaveh. Because I actually rolled... The reason I wanted Nilou so bad was so I could put her with Kaveh. Mr. Streamer, is it okay if I discuss leaks in the chat? I don't know. I actually don't know if that's okay. Is it against TOS? Is it against the terms of service? Like, I know I'm not allowed to talk about it. I know I get in trouble for that. Or can get in trouble for that. I'm small, right? Like, I'm not even monetized, so I don't think they'd come after me, but I've heard horror stories, right? Yeah. I appreciate that. I appreciate you asking, too. So it's like, I'm not well-versed enough in that to say yes or no, because I know that, like, you know, maybe? I did not mean to leave. I meant to go in again. Anyway, I've heard that, like, people getting, like, sued, people getting, like channels taken down, all kinds of stuff. So it's just one of those things that's like, why I'd rather not tempt fate. So I'll never be mentioning leaks, because it's like, that's... Whether or not I look at leaks, I try not to, honestly. Like, the only thing I'll end up ever looking at is once a character's announced, and they've just shown off what they are, then I usually check out, like, what their numbers are, because that's the stuff that interests me. It's like, oh, what do they scale with? What do they, what are the numbers? So I can start kind of planning ahead. And I might look at what they level up with if I can pre-farm, but I generally try to avoid them. No idea in weight, really. Didn't know. I think it was a big deal. It can be. I don't know if it is so much now, because it was, I want to say last year, there was a big, they really made a big, like, Hoyoverse made a big push on trying to stop that from happening. Because, well, you know, they don't want people leaking their stuff, and I get that. But basically, they were, like, just going after, they were trying to make examples of people, as I understand it. That's one of the things, like, I get it, right? Like, they're a business, right? They're a company. They want to protect their IPs as best they can. But from my perspective, now that I'm, like, actually, you know, I'm making videos, I'm doing this live streaming thing, even if I'm, like, you know, I'm super duper small, and probably, I wouldn't say worth going after in any capacity, it's like, I ain't taking that risk. But, yeah. Yeah, better safe than sorry. It's a what can I say? It's a touchy topic for this. And the only reason I know about this stuff is just because I've watched, like, like the bigger YouTubers, and they've mentioned it a couple times. And there's, like, oh, I can't remember his name, but there was a one of the more famous ones on YouTube. He got, like, God, it seemed like he was getting destroyed. Just, like, his channel got deleted. Like, apparently he was getting sued, and it was like, oh my lord, poor guy. Guy just wanted to open up a notepad and just tell people about what was coming. Because the truth is, with most of that stuff, I don't think it's malicious, right? I don't think the people, like, who are looking at leaks or you know, talking about them are, like, malicious. They're not like, we'll take down Hoyoverse one leak at a time. No, it's, you know, they're excited. They want to see the new stuff. I mean, if I'm ever looking anything up, it's like, it's because I'm just excited. I want to see what's going on. I want to see what's to look forward to.
Faster? Okay, faster.
But, did we get a single good artifact there on a lighter note? I look up oncoming banners sometimes just to plan ahead, but I don't want to have story spoilers. Absolutely not. I am agree with you on that. Story spoilers are no bueno. Because I'm kind of invested in the story. Also, I realized I missed a message earlier. My plan, if I lose 50-50, is to save for Yoimiya, because her and Ayaka are my favorite duo in the game. That's a good duo. I missed out on Yoimiya. I thought she was going to be good. Everyone said she was bad, but I didn't have the resources at the time to go for it. I was like, no, she's going to be good. Just because she doesn't have monstrous AoE doesn't mean she's bad. Hu Tao doesn't have great AoE, and she's great. And guess what? Yoimiya was good. Who would have guessed? But anyway, yeah, back to what we were saying before. Yeah, like, the thing I look up, if I look up anything, is just, like, scaling. Like, I wanted to know if, like, what Dia scaled with, and it's like, oh, she scales with HP, you say, and I'm like, ooh, I like that. Not that I would ever look up leaks or anything, no, I would never do that. Never. I shouldn't say anything, I'm gonna get in trouble. I don't think I'll actually get in trouble, because I said I'm too small, I'm under the radar, no one will notice me. Okay, I'm getting distracted. I need to find... Did I get anything? Right, we have a flower. These feathers are terrible. Like, if I had to, I could maybe copium this one into oblivion. Never. There's an HP cup, which probably isn't very good. Probably the worst crit damage hat I've ever seen. I wonder if I just go with a 4-star and just hope it's better. You know, I think I do. At least for now. This is the play. This is smart. Is there anything else here that's like half decent? Or that's like bad that I don't want? Not really. Take this up to 12. What do we got? Yeah, that's about what I expected. Yep. Yep, okay. It is just strictly worse. That's fine. I'll just fodder that into something else now. Defense is your best friend. Yeah, I wish. If defense was my... I wish that mentality was helping me when I was trying to farm for my Noelle set. Like, I have a good set for her now, but like... God, I was in there for so long. Like, where's the defense? Yeah, flat defense. Look at all that flat defense. Jesus. This is a good piece. I like this piece. But, oh yeah, I'm getting distracted again. And, oh, hello, man with a spear. Are you picking a fight with me? Alright, that's it.
Life goes on.
Zap. Anyway. Unfortunately, yeah. Defense is my best friend. That flat defense really likes finding its ways onto my artifacts. That's for dang sure. But anyway. Oh my, this is actually quite a long quest. Oh, is this... I hope this isn't gonna... Well, maybe I do kind of hope. I hope this doesn't end up like the Aranara one, where it's just really, really long and there's so many branching paths to it. Well, let's get to... Oh. Did I forget to get the waypoint here? Okay, no, I didn't. I'm fine. I'm like, wait. No, I just didn't go over there yet. Alright, scared myself. Have you tried the Nilu and Dia vape team yet? Because I would like to see it tested from someone who doesn't have both C6, Nilu, and Dia. I have not tested it yet, but part of the problem why I haven't tested it is because I haven't leveled up my Nilu yet, but you know what? I guess I can throw it together real quick. So it'd be a vape team, right? So in that case, I don't like replacing Shogun because I like having the extra burst potential, but let's try it. So let's throw my level 20 Nilu.
Oh, you're calling for me?
I am calling for you. Selecting the team makes it work better. Because anyway, I don't really need her for her damage, right? I'm just using her for vapes. Right? So I don't have her quite equipped yet. Oh, I can equip her real quick. Hold on. Yeah. And then for the cup, I don't even know what kind of cup I'd give her. Would it be Elemental Mastery, Attack, HP? Probably just HP still, right? Of course it's HP. What am I saying? I'm being silly. I'm overthinking this. Yeah, I even have an HP on-set cup. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so this is just... Hold on, let me just figure out something real quick. I haven't used her yet, right? So I gotta figure this out. It's how you gotta figure out how the skill works. So in these stances, there's simple. Okay. Enters the pirouette state, dealing hydro damage to nearby enemies based on her max HP. When she's in the pirouette state, normal attacks and elemental skill will cause her to enter sword dance and whirling step stances respectively, causing. All right, so sword stance. So if I... Okay, so I have to do the three skills. Got it. You use your E 3 times so you get the ring around you and then burst with the... How long does this ring last for? It seems like it's kind of generous, actually. So, in that case, I have to change the order a little bit for this to be comfortable. So, we want Dia first, then Kazuha, then Bennett, then Nilu. Yes, okay. So I just have to make sure I have Dia burst up, Bennett burst, Kazuha burst skill. I need something with some health, though. Oh, hold on, Money Rock. Money. Glorious. Anyway, let's head over to our always willing volunteer, the chicken. I'll give this a shot. I know Nilu's like, kind of like, her setup's weird, so I'm just wondering, how does she work outside of just her Bloom teams? Does she just scale with just HP? Yeah. So she's constantly just ticking for HP damage. Okay. I don't think you Kazuha burst when you undo the rotation. Alright, well. This is just a first experiment. Let's give it a shot. Oh. Some pretty sick vapes in there, not gonna lie. So the only issue is that getting Dia's burst back is a little tricky without Shogun. At least how I have her set up. I kind of like, I lean on Shogun a little bit. It basically means, I only get Dia's burst every other rotation, which is still a lot of damage. Don't misunderstand. That still hits really hard. And because I crowned her skill and have C6 Bennett, her normals are actually pretty good, so I'm still getting some solid vapes. The energy is copium, yeah. It's unfortunately it's Dia's issue, so you have to have a workaround for it. So a lot of people I know use actually build her straight emblem. But when you do that, you basically say, I only do burst damage, but you always have your burst, so it's like, you use a trade-off. But that's just not how I like using her. I like leaning in on the other parts of her kit, because I actually think they're still really good. Like, her skill's really strong, it still hits really hard. And her normals are fine. They're not what she's meant to do, but they look fun. They look pretty. What can I say? I like punching things. I'm a simple man. A simple man with simple tastes. So what are your thoughts on that pita chip? You think it looks good? Because I think that looks good. Barring the energy issues, which I think there's some way to circumvent that, that's not bad. That damage was pretty good. The vapes were easy. And if Nilu was actually built, her damage would be quite a bit better as well. I mostly like using her skill for the tankiness. It did look cool, yeah. And I like the bulkiness you get from the skill is really nice. It makes you feel safe. The damage, the resistance to interruption too is just, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. I can't wait to use it when I eventually get Dia. Yeah, I'll try this out for a little bit. This could be fun. It's like it's like the most, like, I'm using an off-meta character with a meta character in an off-meta way. It feels cool. I like it. I gotta say, pita chip, that was a pretty solid idea. I'll keep experimenting with it and, like, kind of powering it up and see how far I can push it. Because I think we've only kind of scratched the surface of how much damage we can make this do. Droculus. Uh-oh. Please tell me I can get back up. Let me up. Let me up. There we go. Easy. Metaception. More like... Metaception. More like... Hold on. I'm going to type this out. Meta... Deception. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry, actually. I'm not sorry at all. I shouldn't lie like that. That's why I pulled for her, because I know she probably wasn't coming back to the main banner. Yeah. No, that was a big reason why I wanted to get her C1, because I knew she was going standard, and getting another opportunity to get her was going to be kind of awkward. I was like, I just need her C1. If I can get her C1, I'm Gucci. Oh, so there's just another Dendroculus just chilling there. Hopefully these little, this doesn't take me too far away, because I want to get that. Okay, good. Oh, perfect. Took me right next to it, actually. Value. Cabbage. I do take pride in my terrible puns sometimes. Me and my best friend, we always for the longest time the way we described it, we were trying to kill each other with puns, essentially, to come up with a pun so bad that the other one just keeled over. Oh, he said the thing. The hunter becomes the hunted. Okay, this may be slight overkill. Okay, big punch. It didn't, no vape. Not bad, though. Hey. The hunter becomes the hunted. I was saving for Shenhe, so I was hoping Eula would rerun instead of Shenhe, so I could get Dia. Sounds like a great time, yeah. I honestly wonder when Eula's coming back. Like, I had a friend of mine who's saving for her right now. Or was saving for her, and he's like, oh my god, I broke, I spent all my primos on Nilou, and I got her to, like, I think he got her C1. And he was like, oh my god, I'll never be able to afford Eula when she comes back. And I'm like, what are you talking about? You have at least a year before she comes back, you have plenty of time. He wasn't too pleased with that statement. Her and Nilou are like my favorite characters from Sumeru. I really like Dia's character. Nilou is... She grew on me. I didn't like her at first. Well, I shouldn't say I didn't like her. I just wasn't, like, super into her. I thought she was like, oh, she's alright. And then, like, as the story kept going, I'm like, okay, she's growing on me. I'm liking her more and more. Dia right from the gate, though, I'm like, okay, yeah, she's great. Those are... Yeah, getting those 18k punches feels pretty good. Dia, Kaveh, Nilou. Yeah. Kaveh's funny. Kaveh entertains me. I just realized something. I actually have no idea how Nilou's burst works. Begins the dance of faraway dreams, yet has a bunch of words. Dealing AoE hydro damage, and applying a lingering Aeon effect to all opponents hit. After an interval, opponents affected will take hydro damage. Oh, so it's like a big burst? So it's like it hit once for big damage, and then it hits again for bigger damage. Am I understanding that correctly? Yeah, it's just two big hits? Alright. I can roll that. He's baby girl for real. Nilou's burst, just 2 nukes. Alright, got it. I now understand everything. Alright, energy ball, you're free. Now lead me to the treasure. Find me a secret. I was supposed to be doing a quest, but I found treasure, I think. I still have no idea what these are for, but I feel compelled to collect them. Well, either they're going to be for a character or they're going to be for a, Oh, what are these now? Crafting material. That's what I was trying to say. There are often drum scores near the Kori drum. The scores are comprised of various leaves and split into 3 categories: empty, half, and full. Okay. Which correspond to pause, light, heavy. Alright. Music. Got it. Read the scores from left to right and top to bottom. Okay, again, like music. Oh, apparently I skipped a page. The drums were created by the Order of Skeptics' ancestors. Hit them according to the specific method. Cause elemental skills. So the ways hitting are: normal attacks will create light, plunging attack will create heavy, and stay still to create a pause. Okay. After performance begins, each glimmer of the Kori drum represents 1 beat. Follow the score of the beat, create your corresponding drum beat, and complete your performance. Music, got it. I got the flower claymore, and it just fits perfectly on him. Oh yeah, it does. Didn't even think of that one. Neelu was the first character I got their signature weapon for. Dio was mine. My first signature weapon was technically the Redhorn Stone Thresher, but I got it for Noelle, so I don't know if that counts. As far as actual character weapons go, for that character, it was Miss Splitter for Ayaka. Alright, so we got... So if I'm reading this right, pause, full, pause, half, full. Okay. I'm going to get a character with quicker attacks. Pause. Half. Challenge failed. Okay. I'll figure this out. Hold on. Unless it's... Alright. No, alright. Pause. Pause. Half. No, okay. I'm misreading this then. Unless those are supposed to be... No, those are halves. No. I already have an artifact set and weapon ready for Dia. Nice. Okay, no, I'm definitely reading this right. Is there like an indicator? But after that, I'm saving everything for Fontaine. So that's smart. Fontaine's gonna, that's when all the new hotness shows up, right? All right. How am I? Let me read the tutorial again. Created by the order of... Okay, so normal attacks will create a light sound. Plunging attacks, half sound. Yeah, got that. Pause. Empty, half, full. Pause, light, heavy. I got that. Left to right, top to bottom. Right. Unless it... Okay, it means, yeah, top row, bottom row, right? And then... Each glimmer of a Kori drum represents 1 beat. Okay, so it's like, I'm following the drum itself, so... That's a beat, so that's full. That's a pause. Half. Pause. Half. Pause. Full. Okay, got it. Alright, that took a hot minute. That took longer than I'd care to admit. Can't wait for the Hydro Archon to be absolutely busted. Manifesting the Hydro Archon, true. They're gonna be busted. They're Archons. Archons are always good. Oh, there's another one. Half. Pause. Half. Pause. Full. Pause. Full. Pause. Easy. Steampunk justice, what more could you want from a region? And I hope she's good personality and design. Yeah. Like, design, personality. They've been really good with the Archons for that. I think they put extra care into them. So I feel like we have nothing to really worry about in that front. And the region itself just theoretically sounds amazing, so... Hello, sir. Are these your jars? These are some really nice jars, guy. Okay, guy. I gave you a chance. I gave you a chance, man. Oh my god, he survived that. I hope that guy understands. I gave him a fair chance. I even complimented all of his jars. Now I'm breaking them all. And I got a treasure. We don't need to talk about that. We don't need to talk about that at all. Croissants. Croissant. I could go for a croissant. Croissant sounds pretty good right about now. Now, back to the actual, what we're here for. That tree, Rashnu, is there, but let us draw near. I fear that okay, thanks. I can't read that fast. It's the guy, it looks like. Isn't that weird? Huh? It's you, Nasejuna. What are you doing here? Ah, honored envoy of Kavarana. And you too. Ah, our Yasnapati and his companion, I suppose. God, just call us Sprix and Paimon. Since I have been given permission, then allow me to call you by those names. Do you remember that what I mentioned earlier about how we skeptics have always been searching for the Kori drums? It was about them being important items for some ritual or something, yeah? Well, I can see that the proper terms were not remembered. That is the essence of the matter, yes. The two of you have been acknowledged by Kavarana's envoy. And yet you know little of our glorious history. I fear that you may be led astray by heresies and heterodoxies from the forest. I don't trust this guy as far as I can throw him. Y'all ever had a croissant sandwich before, though? I have. I have had a croissant sandwich before. Very good. Allow me then to explain the true history of Barsom and the Kori drums. Story time, is it? Joy. Actually, honestly, I'm not so concerned about this. I've been held hostage by these history lessons so many times. I'm not even concerned. Yeah, the stuff Nasejuna says is even harder to understand than the stuff Sarush talks about. Paimon didn't catch any of the first time. In that case, say it more often, Nasejuna, until one such as Paimon can remember every last word. In that case, let's just hear it once, shall we? Sprix has a good memory. It'll be fine as long as he remembers. Yeah. I'll totally remember. Uh-oh. Long ago, our predecessors worked to quell the disaster that occurred in this land and formed a profound friendship with the Pari. Barsom's familiar had a preference for music, so we crafted Kori drums for her. During the ceremony where our bonds with the Pari were made official, 5 drums had to be gathered and played according to the scores. Though the Kori drums are long lost, the drum scores have withstood the corrosion of the sandstorms. As you can see, they have been almost perfectly preserved. Words shall nary describe the true magnificence of that occasion when the Kori drums sounded, and all things reverberated in unison. It felt as if their sound could freely traverse space and time. Those who witnessed it were all shaken to the core. Even the elements themselves were stirred. Sounds like a very lively time. It is a shame that we skeptics failed to pass on our legacy, resulting in the loss of the Kori drums. And however loudly we cried out, Barsam's familiar would never again utter a word in response. Barsam's familiar. Is this the Rashnu Sarush mentioned before? Is that who you're talking about? But why wouldn't she respond to the Order of Skeptics' call? The Paria and the Order of Skeptics both value tradition and ceremony, so there is a routine to our actions. They talk about tradition, but then they lost their drums. This is hardly a peaceful land. That such things would happen is little surprise. Okay. Seems like getting Rashnu back to Varakusha Oasis with us won't be easy. That is so. We will need to collect the Kori drums and play them according to the score. Thankfully, I have never once given up searching for the lost drums. I have been gathering the relevant clues before your arrival. One might have expected that of you, Lord Nasuraya. There is no need to flatter me. After all, if Arya Deva? Or it's not Avidya. Arya Deva had not. My apologies. I referred to an elder amongst the Order of Skeptics who left for Sumeru City to work on his light novels, the dreaded things. This heavy responsibility would not have fallen on me otherwise. He became a light novelist? He rambled on about how warring against the Eye Publishing House editor and opponents in Genius Invocation TCG should still be considered war, but if you ask me, he's just turning into a ridiculous old geezer. You have such a nice narrating voice, could listen to him all day. Thank you. I've been told I have the face for radio, I'll have you know. But he is still an elder who knows more about the heritage than I do. So I have to ask him for information regardless of any disagreements we might have. He's reluctant to answer any questions that I don't have with the light novels and card games, though. It took me 3 whole questions to receive a single reply. Anyway, it took me a great deal of effort to gather clues about the Kori drums. Yay, new clues. But Nasejuna, if you had the clues all along, why didn't you look for the lost Kori drums yourself? Well, that's an easy one to answer. Sprix, it seems like you're not in possession of a vision. That's right, I'm not. And yet you're capable of bending the elements to your will. What an enviable gift. Unfortunately, I wasn't blessed with such a gift. So it is good that you are here. I mean, we could save quite a lot of trouble for Lady Sarush with your help, otherwise. I would have to make other arrangements. Just as I said before, it seems that even fate is on my side. Lady Sarush, and you two, please come with me. Hidden treasures may be found closer by than we think. I don't trust this guy at all. Genshin voice actor when... Radio Sprix. Hey, I always liked the idea of being a voice actor. I thought that'd be cool, but... I don't know. I feel like it's one of those unrealistic things, you know? Okay, there's an Oculus here somewhere. I can smell it. Is it obvious? Is it somewhere silly? Or is it on top? I think it's on top. Let's take a quick look-see. I know we have quests to do, but you know, you can't just ignore the Dendroculi. Because those can be turned into Primo Gems, and that's worth. Oh, get back up there, Kazuha. Come on, buddy. There we go. Got him! Okay, I just won't move. I really hope I'm going about this the right way. I was, thank goodness. Excellent. Alright, cool. Nothing is unrealistic if you put everything into it, I suppose. That's true. I think with something like voice acting, it's like I'd have to be like dedicated to it. I don't think I have that dedication to the voice acting specifically. It's more of like an interest rather than like a passion, you know? Hey, get over here. Hey. Oh, there's a side quest over here, I think. And also a new domain.
Time to go.
Well, we gotta do the new domain, right? What's in here? Books and money? I love books and money. Recommends having a Hydro character and a Dendro character. I'll bring one of those. This is probably a bad idea. I probably should bring the recommended characters. Okay, it's just a combat one. I'm fine. Sorry, just taking a drink. Oh, what the? What are you? Hello? What is this thing? This thing's just beating me up. Ooh, that was a sick vape right there. Oh, the cooldowns are really good, so the skills work out. Oh, it disappeared. It disappeared. I don't like that. Oh, what the hell are you now? We got a Hydro Gator and a Dendro Tiger of sorts. Okay, I can follow this so far. They do look cool. I like these guys. Hello, Bennett? My timing was way off there. It's fine. I'll just punch him the old-fashioned way. I landed on his back. Neat. Oh my. Cool. Well, that was worth. I'm close to unlocking transient resin in the team pot. Oh! Bliss, you don't know about the transient resin. Okay, well, since I just unlocked this, I'll pop over there for you. I will give a helpful demonstration. I actually think I need to stop by here. I actually think I capped my teapot by accident. I haven't been here in a couple days. Yeah, I've probably capped this for a few days now. Ugh, feels bad. Let me just claim my coins real quick, and I'll show you the transient resin. I think I've bought mine for the week, but so when you're in your teapot, after you've done the teapot quest, you can go to the Realm Depot, and they sell stuff, including this one right here. You just have to have your teapot up to a certain level. Yeah, congrats, Pita Chip. You can have more people in there, too. Yeah, you can put up to 10? I think you have 10 characters in your teapot at one time. You just can't have them all in the same room. Don't quote me on that. I'm not 100% certain on that one. But yeah, you get transient resin based on your trust rank. Or not trust... Yeah, trust rank? No. Yeah, trust rank. So basically, the more furniture you've made, more or less, determines if you can buy transient resin or not. I need to do my teapot then. Honestly, this is a great way of getting resources, because this resets every single week. So you get one resin every week. Just you can't save these ones. These ones are special. They only last for like a week and a half. So you have to use them pretty quickly. But you can get more here. You get ore, level up books. And then, you know, the actual stuff for your teapot. And then you can also make, what are they called? These things. Let me see if I can find a better way of showing this. Main building, outdoor sets. Here we go. So you can eventually make these sets. You can buy these from Tubby. And if you have the set unlocked, You can place it, and you have all the furniture associated with it. Like, I think, can I look at it? View details. Yeah, so this one, for example, requires, like, a tree, 6 fences, a road sign, a single-person tent, a lightning tent, and a couple of these trees. And then, let me see if it will tell me. Oh, it doesn't tell me right here. But then, once you place that special furniture set, I don't know where I put it, honestly, unfortunately. I think it's here? We'll just use this one as the example. Like, so you get all the furniture together, you put it on in your teapot, and then if you have any of these characters in your teapot, they'll give you a bonus. They'll give you like some primo gems and stuff. It's a little time consuming, but you know you'll accumulate some extra primo gems over time, which is nice. My God, yours is big. What? Yeah. I ended up spending a lot of time in my teapot, but I didn't do it to make it look nice. I ended up just trying to just maximize the amount of points I essentially got and trust rank. I didn't know you could have multiple islands too. It's all based on trust rank. So the higher level your teapot is, the more stuff you can put into it, and the more stuff you unlock for it. That's like so more islands, more buildings, structures, more space, and more like more things you can do to get like primo gems and stuff out of it. Ooh, actually, I'm gonna make a note of this. This is important for me. Give me a sec. I'm opening up my my video list. You know, the one I was talking about. I was working on last night. I'm gonna put this in the miscellaneous video section. Teapot building video. Save. Definitely gonna do it then, thank you. I just didn't know why else you got what else you got, so thank you. I'm gonna be in there forever trying to make it look good. I'll be in The Sims. I'd love to watch that video when you do. It's definitely gonna be far off because the teapot's not really my jam, but it's one of those things that I kind of plan on doing. But oh, hold that thought. We have lore. Prepare to get kidnapped by lore. Here we go. That's strange. There's no path here at all. It seems like you're not a good guide, Nasajuna. There are signs of rockfall. You are observant indeed, honored envoy. I am inclined to think that monster activity caused the rocks to collapse and thus block this. Well, let's call it a path. But you may leave this to me, everyone. This problem only requires a little spark to solve. Ah, yes. For your safety's concern, please stand back a bit. He's going to use Dynamite. Nasejuna cleans the stone crevice before creating placing a small package inside. He fills the gap back up, retreats a safe distance, and lights the fuse. The large rock blocking the way splinters into small pieces, and then dust finally clears. A gray gate appears in its wake. I would have loved to have seen that thing explode. Well, that's it. Those stones, that's it for the stones blocking our way. Wait, why is there still a gate in the way? There's always another way, there's always another gate to go through, huh? We used to be able to pass through here. As for breaking the seal in this gray gate, we'll need your help from you two. I guess that falls on us, huh? Yeah, this should be very easy. Oh, what the? Surprise Rift Hounds.
Everybody stand back. Dance with the waves. How my strength.
Good old surprise Rift Hounds. Where was the thing? I just saw it. There's the thing. Alright, open the gate for me. Open the gate. We need you to solve this problem, they say. And I'm like, the thing's right there. You just have to walk at it. Well, at least they're paying me, so... Oh, this room's pretty. Seems like there's something buried beneath the sand piles here. Okay. Oh god, it's mushrooms. There's something beneath the sand. Yeah, mushrooms.
Let's light it up. I'm going in. Positions.
Just gonna let my party heal a little bit.
Off we go.
Oh god, my only weakness. Enemies slightly overhead.
Buckle up.
Where is it? I don't like you. I don't like you, Mr. Mushroom.
Into the wind.
I don't like you one bit. There we go. Those are so annoying to fight in one domain for the defense set. The Rift Hounds, yeah. I go into, if I'm doing it, when I was farming that domain, I just used it. If you go in there with like a good taser team, like with just like Kokomi and Fischl, or like Barbara even instead of Kokomi, like it's like the only way to like make that like reasonable. Oh, the drum's just chilling here. Neat. This place is full of gray crystals. Nase Juno looks around a bit before collecting some of the standard record. Okay. Why do you expect me to read this fat game? I appreciate the vote of confidence. Now the mushrooms are bullying you. Don't worry, I bullied the mushrooms back. So in fact, after I'm done here today, maybe I'll make a stir fry with mushrooms. Just to get back at them. It's not too far from what I expected. The mechanism that sealed the Dendrodrum was once here, but it has been destroyed. There's even more notes here that show where the other Cory drums might be. After scouring the lands for days, I finally found the Corybantes. I mean drums. Alas, I lack the strength to retrieve them. As such, I will record their locations here. No detailed information on key contents of the ritual. I have drawn the following inferences from a comprehensive review of the current body of research. Firstly, the element of the drums matches the element recorded on the drum score. This is obvious and requires only a rudimentary understanding. Animo and geodrums do not exist. The reason for this merits further investigation. Secondly, the reason behind the notation. Notation may be divided into three categories: empty, half full, and full. Hypothesis is that the musical notes refer to the three types of rhythms, namely pause, light, and heavy. Thirdly, the order of reading, unable to be determined. If a lost Cory drum is found, one can try to read it in the usual order, which is left to right, top to bottom. And I will not stop. I like stir fry. I like stir fry quite a bit. I bought mushrooms a couple days ago. Ooh, I can make something. I will make something with mushrooms. Maybe I'll put them on a pizza. As the elder put it, when the Cory drums were lost in a single night, the Order of Skeptics was overcome with great grief. Losing the drums meant losing the bridge that connected them to Barsoom's familiar, and from then on, the young were never again able to listen to her teachings. This was a grave incident indeed. Great efforts were made by all to search for the drums. Thereafter, I can read. But few gains were made due to the obstruction posed by the defiled energies. According to the elders, this is one of those old locations. But as you've seen, those without the power to combat the brute might of the defilement, those who cannot wield the elements, and those who have not obtained the trust of Kavrana's envoy, are unable to reach this place. Aryadeva also attempted to retrieve the Dendrodrum here in his youth, but he did not succeed, and he has been silent about the matter ever since. A sense of responsibility, perhaps, or was it pride that closed his mouth? You know, when you said the Order of Skeptics had a terrible relationship with the Academia, Paimon thought you'd all just stay here. Now that there's a big hole in the sky, never mind not coming back to help out. Don't you think it's kind of weird that he's just over in Sumeru City writing novels and playing his cards? Perhaps he can achieve in fantasies what he could not in reality. Maybe. Stir fry is amazing. True. You mean writing the story of his failures into a light novel, but changing the ending? How is that supposed to solve real life problems? People need hope in their lives, even if it isn't real. Well, Paimon thinks that sticking together is our best course to fixing the sky hole problem. It concerns Sarouche too, after all. Heh. Your concern, Paimon, is rather wasted on one destined for such grand a sacrifice as I. Sarouche, you gotta chill. You need to relax. I'm not cool with you following me around and be like, I'm here to off myself. No! Stop that. That's bad. Don't do that. I don't like that. It makes me upset. Stop. Exploration is killing me right now. This is a big area. A lot of it's underground, it looks like. I get where you're coming from. Or perhaps I should say that evaluating the choices of fates of others is itself an overly prideful act. Now listen here, Sarouche. I'm not gonna listen to this attitude from you. Paimon just Spriggs, help Paimon out. We're to respect their wishes and wish them well. Aren't we supposed to ask them to leave it to us? I do thank you for your aid, of course, but do not forget, I am the main character of this hymn. Heh. If you say so. Regardless, now that we know where the Kori drums are specifically, we just need to retrieve them all. Although the trial here has been destroyed, that may not be the case in the other locations. Whether they are or not shall be little issue. Let us leave that task for my Yasnapati, and this should be no issue to someone of this caliber, no? Of course, we're professionals, you know. In that case, you can find the other Kori drums as long as you follow these notes. I'll leave them to you two. Good luck. Right. Sprix, remember to record the drum scores on the stone walls. We'll definitely need them at some point. Okay. By the way, now that I think about it, you and Sino would be best friends, puns for days. I know what you mean. Haha. But yeah, I appreciate the Sino puns. I love them.
Time to go.
Does this cave go anywhere else, or is this like it? I assume this is it.
Time to go.
Alright, so we have a bunch of locations to check out, and there's a side quest hidden in like a corner. Oh my goodness, this is quite long. I just got another sack sword from the standard banner. I can finally use it on 2 teams. Ooh. Now the $1 million question: is your first sacrificial sword R5 by chance, or is it R1, or something in between? Okay, so found the first one. That was easy. Paimon has memorized it. Oh, okay. I have to just go find the markings. I understand. It's R2? Okay. I remember when I finally got my sack sword up to R5. God, that felt good. The R5 sack sword is just... it feels so good. Like on Shincho specifically. That's on my Dendro Traveler. That's a good place for it. Yeah, I got mine, like I said, mine's on my Shincho. Where is my Shincho? Hello, Shincho? I went right past him, didn't I? I did. He was right near the beginning. There it is. Mine's only... oh, wow, mine's not R5. Mine's only R3. Never mind. I lied. Why did I think this was R5? I'm thinking of Sacrificial Bow. My bow is R5, not my sword. Yeah, my bow. That's the one I'm thinking of. I have my sack bow at 5 on my Diona. Diano. No, Sack Sword's fantastic. Love that weapon.
Adventure time.
Let's just kind of take a look at the... Okay, so I'm just collecting the drum scores. Alright. Speaking of Traveler, what do you build? What do you build them? Depends on the element. Oh, how do you build them? Yeah, it depends on the element. Right now, realistically, Dendro is his best element. His or her best element. Like, generally speaking. But, you know, it boils down to preference. Like, so my Traveler is Dendro right now. Right? So right now, ignore the alley flash. He's just kind of holding that. I usually either have him using the Umbrella or Skyward Blade, but for Dendro, it just makes sense you throw a Dendro set on him. Like the new Dendro set. And yeah, he's pretty straightforward if you do the setup. It's just, you know, Dendro damage. If you're doing Electro, you probably do a more energy recharge focus set. If you're doing Geo, you're doing a Noblesse Oblige set usually, because you're just using him as a buff stick. And if you're doing Anemo, you probably use Viridescent Venerer. And then, who knows when Hydro comes out. He might be really good with that new set that just came out. Maybe he might be more buff. Maybe he's a healer. Who knows? I don't really use Shincho that much. Oh, excuse me. I don't really use Shincho that much. And I raised it for him, but then I got Yelan and basically just got rid of the need of him, really. And for Dendro, build 4-piece Deepwood, ER Sands, ER Weapon, Dendro Cub, Crit Hat. Yeah. Pete the Chip summed it up really well. Sorry for asking all these questions. I swear I've played this game before. No, it's cool. So I think you said you're slightly lower AR, right? Like your AR... What's your adventure rank again? I think you said it was lower. Like, you're not, like, near, like, 60 right now. I think you said you were below 50, but I don't quite remember. But yeah, never stress about asking questions. Asking questions is good. Because the way I look at it, if you don't ask questions, you might not be able to learn everything, right? So if you ever have a question, I'm always down to answer whatever. I'm 50 exactly? Okay. Yeah, I think you'd said that you'd only just hit 50 very recently. If I'm recalling. I think this came up once before. But anyway. Yeah, don't stress about asking questions. Asking questions is good, and like I said, I'm always down to help out with this kind of stuff. You gotta figure, like, the videos I do on my YouTube channel so far have been, like, half of it's discussions, and the other half is, like, guides and, like, tutorial, or not tutorials, but, like, I don't like calling them tutorials or guides, because they're not quite like that. They're more like teaching tools? Nah, that's not right either. I can't think of the right word for it. But anyway, this is what I do. I like to teach, I guess, is the way I could put it. When I play, I'll just explore and do the Archon quest. Nothing wrong with that. There's a scorpion in that sand, and it seems disinterested in me. Okay. Interesting. Sorry, that just, like, caught me off guard a little bit. Yeah, but anyway, I figure a lot of people play this game differently, right? Not everyone does the Spiral Abyss. Like, for me, that's more of my focus. I'm all about, like, doing, like, the harder content. I like the challenge. But there's lots of people who, like... There's players who, like, only live in the teapot, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. Like, if you're having a good time, you're having fun, it doesn't matter, right? If and when I get Nahida, I want to try this Burgeon team with Nahida, Child, Bennett, and Kazuha. Ooh, that sounds pretty good. Oh, hold on. I see a Dendroculus. There's a really discounted version of a Burgeon team you could do. If you ever want to try like a middling, like a kind of a mid version of it. I shouldn't say mid because it is still really good. It's actually pretty good still. Mainly because it's all 4 stars. Why was it cute when he just left you alone? It was cute. He's just all like, "Hey man, you broke my home. All right, I'm out." You're like, "Oh, there he goes, just walking off, minding his own business." Okay. Yeah, Toma Burgeon, but you could do, if you want to do like, I was thinking like, if you want to do a super discounted version of like a Burgeon team like that, you could do it with Barbara and Sucrose. Like Barbara, Sucrose, Traveler, and who am I missing? Who am I missing? So you got your Hydro, you got your Pyro. Hey, you could probably throw Bennett in there too, because why not? But oh yeah, Toma. Yeah, Toma. I think I skipped Toma. No, I did. Toma, Sucrose. Toma, Sucrose, Traveler, and Barbara. There we go. I got that right. Took me a couple seconds there to sort that. My bad. C6 Bennett Burgeon. Probably pretty good. Unironically. Because Burgeon's just good. Also, I just feel like I'm missing out on everything sometimes. You're not, I don't think you're missing out on everything necessarily. More like, because most of the stuff, like you do the events, right? That's the only stuff that you're going to really miss out on. Maybe characters, but they come back most of the time. Well, I don't think there's any character that is never going to not get a rerun if they're not on standard, right? But what I'm trying to say is when it comes to like a lot of the content in the game, a lot of it's like it's not going anywhere. So you're not really missing out on a lot of it. MDR, what's up? What is good, my dude? How's business?
Even better than I imagined. It's my lucky day.
You're just in time as we slowly poke at this quest and get easily distracted at literally every shiny thing I see. It's like, oh look, a piece of candy. Seriously, it's like just, I see a sparkly and I just have to chase it. Did I get it? Yeah, I did get it. It'd be like that. That's what I do. Yeah, that's how it goes, right? You just see, like, you find one thing, and then you find another thing, and then you see like a friggin' purple vortex-looking thing over there, and you're like, well, what the heck is that thing? And then you see these things, and you're like, what are those?
Weather is not bad today.
There's a bell over there, there's that thing, there's a waypoint right there, I'm flying over a chest right now, there's a water alligator I have to beat up, like, there's so much going on right now. And look, it's already moisturized for me, so I'm gonna vaporize the hell out of this thing.
You asked for it.
Anyway, I'm sorry, I went on quite a little bit of a tangent there. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, right, treasure. And being easily distracted by treasure chests, because it's just all like, what is this? Like, I'm just saying, sometimes you're wandering around, minding your own business, collecting waypoints, getting tutorials. I'm stressed out. I want to make my statues to 9 and 10, and also get 100 exploration on some stuff, but I only have time for quest and events. I say try not to stress over that as best you can. I know it's, telling someone not to stress. I mean, I'm literally on medication for stress, so preaching to the choir, whatever. But point is, like you got. It's one of those things that like we always get like these downtime patches over time. So like you'll eventually have times where it's like, oh, there's not that much quest going on right now. There's not like an event going on. So it's like, well, I'll poke at some exploration. Like you'll get it done. I'm sure you'll find the time. I think you have nothing to worry about. Also, what is purple mist in the swamp? Oh god. Patravana Swamp is the perennial target for the corruptive forces. This is blanketed by dangerous purple mist. Okay. Sarush can use her power to awaken the power of Kavarana and flows within the thorny branches. After using the power to disperse the purple mist, the manifestation of defilement within will make itself known. The defilement entity lie concealed in the fog or source of the purple mist, only can be destroyed and this is parted. Normal attacks do not work against them, and only the power of Neroda fruits can fully purify them. Oh my god, there's... On the note of exploration. Only the new area not at 100 for him yet. When you say the new area not at 100 for him yet, are you talking about me or yourself or someone else? Because like mine, like, I have lots at not at 100. Like a lot of the old areas I have at 100. But, you know, they've been around for, you know, forever. My friend. Gotcha. I understand. Oh, I see. I missed a message. That's why. I understand now. Like, I went to my friend's world and everything was at 100 exploration. Like, everything. Everywhere, everything. And I feel like I'm not doing anything. It's okay. Play at your own pace. Don't pace yourself to other people. I mean, that sounds preachy, actually. How do I put this? You play at the pace you're comfortable at. If you're having fun and you're having a good time, it doesn't really matter. And, like, if someone else, like, wants you to, like, oh, I want you to, like, catch up or something, or they want to help you catch up, like, you can take that if you want, but you can take the help if you feel like that's what you want to do, but you go at the pace you're comfortable at. If you're having a good time, it shouldn't matter. I mean, that's how, like, I always say when, like, a lot of the videos I've put up is, like, if you're having fun, you do what you have fun with. Like, experiment with stuff. Play at the pace you like. It's your time to play the video game, right? You get to spend it how you want. That's the magic of the video game. I want to play more. You know I want to. Yeah. Time is rough sometimes, whether it's work or school or just, you know, life commitments. You know, spending time with family, like, you know, there's a lot to do in a day. So see, you just take the moments you can. It's a situation. I get it. And I'm just kind of like wandering here. There's something I wanted to do beyond just this purple cloud. There was something else that was on my mind, and it just completely went out my head. What was it? I cannot remember. Oh well, it's probably nothing. Okay, so how do I? Okay, I think I need. Oh, okay. I need some juice. I need to find the juice. I don't know what that is, but it looks interesting. It looks like a heart. Why is there a dendro heart here? Okay, explain this to me now. Udumbara. The Udumbara is a mysterious flower that will only grow when Sarushas awaken the power stored within the runestones. Hold Sarushas interact skill to cause it to stay in bloom. It is said that in ancient times the party would harvest the pistils formed in the blooming Udumbara offering onto a dead god. There is a ton of tutorials here. You are absolutely right. Everything's a quest. The one nice thing about these tutorials, though, is that they turn into Primo Gems. Okay, so if I hold the button, I'll bloom a flower? And then I can collect it? Yeah, this is for a quest, right? Like, remember there was a quest asking for a pistol of a flower or something? Well. Oh! I missed. No one saw that. Let's try that again, but with depth perception this time. Okay. Interesting. And there's another one there. There's so much going on here, I'm having trouble keeping up with it all. 28 primos out of all the tutorials. Is that just the tutorials in this new area? Because I believe it. That sounds about right so far. I've gotten a lot. Whenever I do exploration, I use weird and wacky teams to explore with, like I'm doing like DPS Dendro Traveler. I dig it. I think they should give the Welcome Moon an upgrade now. Maybe 100 a day. Like increase it by 10? Maybe. It'd make for a nicer number, I think. Like, it's getting... The thing is, it's like, it's not... Because they're always coming up with new characters. I feel like it is getting a little bit trickier to sort of balance it all, but... I'm not a business... I'm a business major, but that's not the point. The point is, I don't know their inner workings as a company. So, I don't know how they... how their money flows work and what makes them money. I guarantee that pretty much all their prices for stuff are chosen for a very specific reason. But 100 would be nice. It would be nice to get an upgrade. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it wouldn't be. It would be good, bad. It'd be great. For the player, it'd be fantastic. Okay. It's hard to wait for a return. Not having enough to... Okay, I just need to ask one question. I'm keep in mind, I'm old, right? I'm an old man, so when it comes to all the new speak that the kids use, I'm not on board with. I don't know all of it. What does YK stand for in that context? Stop saying you're old. I am old, though. You know, it is, you know? Okay, I thought it was, you know. But when I read it in that sentence, it sounded weird to me, and I'm like, is it not, you know? You're just 22, bro. 22, you're still 10 years younger than me. I'm an old man. Where's my cane? I need my cane. Yeah, in Jamaica we speak... Oh, you're in Jamaica. Oh, that's kind of cool. All the people I have coming into my streams are from all over the world. It's so interesting to me. Like, it's like all over the place. It's kind of crazy. I think it's so cool. Okay. So, defeat the defiled swamp. So, do I just approach the goober and then do that? No? I feel like there's supposed to be one of those flower bomb things. Okay, if it was any closer, it would have bit me. Never mind. I'm just blind. That's why I love the internet sometimes. Your streams are a melting pot. It is interesting. That's definitely one of the more interesting things of the internet, is that you get to meet all kinds of people from all different walks of life. All over parts of the world. You get to... It's such an interesting dynamic. You get to see so many different, like, lifestyles and... Just... I don't know. I think it's cool. So what did I get from that? Did killing that cloud actually get me anything, or did it just go away? Huh. Or do I have to do more of them? Oh, okay, I get it. I have to do, like, multiples of them. to open the big chest. Got it. I now understand everything. Alright, so this might take a minute. Nope. Give me the power. Hello? Can I have it? Oh, wait, no, I'm dumb. They're each specific, aren't they? So, like, there's one for this one somewhere. And there's one there. Alright, I am learning. I am slowly beginning to understand. This is the quest I did it yesterday. Gotcha. Yeah, I definitely see this. This one could take a minute because there's a lot going on here. There's a lot of moving parts. Pew. You just fly around and just do little bombing runs on the sludge piles. Hey. Hey, get out of there. I don't approve. Okay, so now I just do... Okay. And I can do this one. And then, of course, you got the big door over there. That's interesting. I wonder what's behind that door. Oh, what? I'm too far? Oh, you suck. You suck. Okay. I'll get marginally closer to where I was, I guess. Where's that one? There it is. Oh my god. The range on that just screwed me a little bit. That's funny. What a jerk. Oh shoot, I need ammo. I need ammo for my little bombs. Alright. Pew! They make the funniest little noise when you shoot them. I don't know why I find that so amusing. Pew! Just this funny little pew noise. Oh my god, this one puddle is just being very resilient. Jeez. Alright, now, am I close enough to this one without despawning? I hope so. Okay. Don't despawn me this time. This is important. What did I just say? Game? Oh, that's right on the border of despawning. Oh my god. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. Alright, so beneath the fog. Does that mean I did all of them? I guess I did all of them. Neat. I need to get a PC. Mobile's hard to play on. Yeah. I've tried doing... Well, I can't even run it on my phone. I have a friend of mine who plays on mobile sometimes when he's like... whenever he was traveling. And like he was like, nah, it's not... It's not ideal. Thankfully, this game actually has pretty low requirements to run, so you don't even need that good of a PC. Like, to like make it run decent. Like, if I'm ever out of town, I run it on a fairly crappy laptop, and it's fine. The long times are kind of long. The load times are kind of long, but other than that, it's manageable.
Time to go.
I really don't understand how people play on the phone. It seems hard. It looks awkward. Because you just have less buttons to work with, more or less, right? From my experience, at least. There's also those gamer phones, like those gaming phones that are actually designed to play games on them. And I've heard those are quite a bit better, but those are also fairly expensive, from what I know. Put it lightly, is a bit outside my budget, tell you that right now. There should be another Sealy here, right? Where is it?
Time to go.
If I was a Sealy that was sealed up by an evil fog, where would I hide? I don't know how the graphics are on phone. From what I've seen, they're about the same. Just on a smaller screen for the most part. And it's because it lags. As a mobile player, I found mobile easier than PC. I play on low and everything still lags. It's probably up high. Yeah, I think it depends also on the phone, like the phone you're using too, right? Like if you have a good phone, like you'll be in better shape. And then there's me. I originally played on PlayStation, and now I play on PC, but I use an Xbox controller, so it's like I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm all over the place. Are you sure we're going the right way, Sarouche? We seem to have been around these parts before. Stop making such studio. Stop making such disgraceful noises. Would I lead you wrong? Probably. Pale floater, you could stand to learn from our Yasnapati and his unflinching calm. It's just some persistent purple mist, that's all. And how is that annoying enough, huh? Such trivial trials. They pale in comparison to the sacrifice that I must offer up later. Sarouche, you really need to calm down with that. Ah, I misspeak. You, pale floater, are not as bold as my Yasnapati, but perhaps one may consider retreating at the slightest sign of danger a wise choice. Right, that's right. Sprix is in charge of being brave, while Paimon is in charge of being smart. That's why we make the best buddies after all. Nice going, buddy. Right? Paimon thinks that was a good rejoinder too. What's a rejoinder? MDR Gamer asks... Oh, he's asking Pita Chip. I'm curious about that too, actually, if you use a controller or what kind of phone you're using. What is a rejoinder? How is this pronounced?
Rejoinder.
It is rejoinder, okay. A reply especially sharp or witty. It's a witty retort. But I did not give you your title for naught, Yasnapati. Do give praise unto my bravery more, pray. Well, Sprix has known Paimon longer. Why, when he's not your Yasnapati, there's nothing wrong with him sparing time to praise Paimon. Anyway, don't sweat the small stuff, Sarouche. You're not doing anything that especially needs praising right now, are you? My great work is not for the present, but the future. Still, at this moment, you're being given the privilege to witness where it all begins. Well, if you say so. Speaking of which, we're here to find Mihir, the foolish familiar of thorns. She must be suffering right now. Wait, is she trapped here? Then we gotta go save her. The power of the purple mist you witnessed previously, and the demons of Dev stem from the same source. Mihir's task should have been to keep the wicked powers from running rampant upon the earth. Under the sign of Apausha, the power of the two forces warring here ebb and flow. We Pari should be dauntless, willing to fight till we ourselves are torn to shreds. But Mihir? I shouldn't wonder if she searches some way to protect herself even now, conducting some loathsome struggle. Wait, aren't you allies? Are you really going to leave a fellow Pari to a fate like that? Cold-hearted little Pari. Paimon can't tell if you're genuinely scolding her or not. It is no difficult matter. Saving Mihir. Perhaps I might even call it trivial. But we Pari have our mission, and we also have different ideals. She must have found some position equal in seclusion and defensibility before using a gray gate to seal both the demons and herself in. If she could still move freely... Aha! She would be like that Kavarana, begging for aid and prostrating herself before all and sundry to earn pity. Can Kavarana even prostrate themselves? Maybe if they try hard enough? You plebeians missed the point. Back to the heart of the matter. We did disperse some purple mist, but their root cause remains unresolved. I doubt she could hold out for much longer. How pitiful. Pah! What a horrible sight to be as Mahir is, corroded by filth, falling from spotless to a sinful state, yet desperate to preserve herself. Had the elder not bade me come... Ha! So after all that you do care. Hardly. I merely wish to see if that useless fool has any regrets or not. If she turns back to us and accepts our aid, then perhaps I shall spare her a moment or two. This is a lot of dialogue. I'm falling behind on the chat. I'll catch back up on it, I swear. After all, the flower, the star of the songs of praise, seem less radiant if the green leaves are not there to serve as its foil. The following labor shall be little, but still as radiant as a radiant shard. Yasnapati mine, record it down with a reverent heart, and use even this mote of shattered light to grace your mighty hymn. We can talk about less important stuff later, Sarush. Let's figure out how to save Mahir first, shall we? Less important, you say? Well, so be it. Mahir's sinful form renders her unable to do her duty, but the thorns remain, so as long as I lend them some of my strength, scattering this defilement should cost me but a little effort. As for the downward path, let us follow the wandering Kavarana we just saw. Well, if Sarush is so sure, let's try and get closer then. Oh my god, that was long. Let's take a look at this. Use an iPad Pro 2018 and you don't use a controller. I imagine an iPad would be better than a phone for it, right? You give the bigger screen, generally have some more power to it. And versus playing on an iPhone. It's nice that you read. I don't read it. I don't. I think a lot of people skip it. I read with my eyes. I can tell what they're saying by each scene and their expression. Oh, I just skip. Yeah. I always try to read all the dialogue, at least like in my head. Normally, if I'm by myself, I just kind of like read through it all. And if it's really, really long, I tend to skim a little bit. But and I see Bliss. Enjoy your lunch if you're still here. I like watching people read, though. Well, I'm glad I could oblige. I'm happy to oblige. Happy I could assist with that. Thankfully, we already cleared the place out. Otherwise, Kavarana would have gotten lost in the purple mist. That's absurd. So I think I just actually ran into a different quest. We should get more, Saruj. If you'd been outside, you've seen a... Oh my god, keep your nonsense to yourself. Okay, I gotta figure out what this last one is. I skip it and catch up on the lore later. Primos are more important than the words on screen. That is... How do I put this? You know what? Without condemning or condoning, I understand. Because I like the lore, I like the stories, I like looking around and finding secrets and stuff, so like I'm usually pretty into it. That's the wrong button. It is that way. Oh. On the off chance anyone here doesn't know you can do this, if you ever see one of these things but you don't know where the Seelie is, Elemental Vision will point you in the right direction. I feel like that's one of those things I learned only recently, and I'm like, what? I was mystified by that information. Well, apparently it's over here, but I have a feeling it might be underground. Because this is pretty far out. It could be up above, too, but I find it unlikely. Also, judging by the fact that there's a marker here for one of those other puzzles, and I'm not seeing it, it's most certainly underground. I'll keep that in mind. Well, I might as well change quest for now. We'll leave the drums for now, and let's go investigate whatever the heck this is going on over here. Oh, but I just got a glimpse of a treasure chest. Hold on, this is important. Treasure chest has Primo gems in it. We need those. If I have any hope of getting Kave and the other half of this patch, I'm going to need it. I learned when I first started the game because all my friends were playing before me. And I knew all the tips and tricks. That's helpful. I didn't have that. I had two friends that were like I'm pretty close with that that were playing when I started, but they never really gave me much for like tips and stuff.
Well, how about that?
Oh my god, there was just, again, the thing I was just thinking of popped into my head for a second, and it's gone. I just realized. There's an event going on right now. Oh my god, there's an event going on. Oh my god, I didn't do the trials. Oh crap, I completely forgot about these. Oh shoot. I'll do the test runs a little later. And yeah, I think I'll finish up. I'll do a little bit further into this quest. I'll see if I can find the Celia and then maybe put the quest on hold for a little bit. Because now that I'm realizing, oh shoot, I gotta get on top of this event. Oh no, what have I done? I completely forgot. Favrashi tree. Well, we'll do another one of these. Hello, what do you want? Ah, finally, at long last. Bring me the stamens of that flower. You know what I'm talking about, right? I don't know how to face them if I return without any, Udambara. You're my only hope now. Oh, sure. How many do you want? How many? You want 3? I only have 2. I know where a third one is right nearby, though, so I can just go grab that real quick. It's, just up there. Shoot. Oh, I can't believe I forgot about that there was an event starting. I think it started yesterday, too, weirdly enough. Has anyone here done that event yet or started it? Like, what is it? Because it didn't look like one of the story ones. I know there's a big one coming up, right? I think Kave's supposed to be involved in it to some degree. It's a fighting event. Ooh, my favorite. I like me some fighting events. It means I can punch things with Dia. Okay, in that case, I think I will do the event. I think we're gonna take a detour because this story is, God, there's so much talking.
Follow the wind.
Like, my throat is, like, just absolutely getting roasted. Well, did you bring the Udambara pistols? I did! I did bring the pistols. Here you go. Ha, finally. I extend my gratitude. Thank you for the treasure chest.
Brings a smile to my face.
Okay. Quest is on hold. But I just sensed a... Oh, son of a... Of course it's up there. I was just up there, too. Maybe I can climb my way up. Just do this nice and careful as to not get myself killed. Was it just tree branch? It was. There we go. Easy. Barely an inconvenience. Anyways, it's getting late for me, and I need to go to bed. I have to pack up for a holiday and all that fun stuff. But thanks for the lovely stream, and as usual, everyone have a great rest of your day. Same to you, Pita Chip, and enjoy your holiday. I hope you have a good time. Just decompress a little bit and relax. I also hope that your all your art projects went well today. All right, let's check out this event because I can't believe I completely forgot about this. Oh, it's not a fast travel. I have to. Oh, okay. Making me walk with my legs? Unreal. Outrageous, even. Oh, man. Welcome back, Bliss. I've made the executive decision that to put the rest of the quest on hold for a little bit, because I realized there's an event today and I haven't done it yet, and I completely forgot that it started yesterday. So I just wanted to check out what the event's all about and poke my head into it a little bit. Can I just go inside? Do I have to talk to the lady? I have to talk to the lady. Hello. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. It's a success! Sorry, that was a little too dramatic. Here at work currently, having nothing to do. Okay, my boss is here, so later. Oh, bad timing. I didn't even make anything, couldn't decide, so we'll just see how much longer I can stand not eating, then I'll eventually find something. Oh no. Make sure to eat something. It's good for you. You don't want to starve yourself. Even if it's just like a sandwich or something. Or a croissant. Or some toast. Or leftovers, I don't know. Could be anything. Now I just need to hire a mercenary band and conduct a pilot deployment with the goal of achieving basic operational capacity within 10 days. Once I get the frontline reports, I'll be able to convince my mentor to give me a higher budget. With that, I can prove to the academia that this is an alchemical potion's strongest form. Hold on, I'm trying to get like a nice dramatic angle here. There we go. What's going on? Why is there someone laughing to herself herself silly in the desert's direction? And what's with all the talk of mercenaries and operational capacity? This person sounds like some kind of battle maniac. Hey, me too. I'm not a chef like you, so I couldn't decide. I ain't no chef. I will not even pretend to be a chef. I just know how to cook a little bit. I also know how to follow instructions in a cookbook. That's about all I got going for me. What do we do, Sprick? Should we get away for a bit? No, let's see where this goes. Eh? Alright. Paimon forgot that you're a combat expert yourself. It's like, no, hold on, I want to see where she's going with this. Speaking of which, it does tend to be that whenever you get along with someone, they'll almost certainly be willing to purchase our services. As long as this person doesn't plan to do any bad things and the morrow's good, we can definitely consider helping out. Hell yeah. Well said, Paimon. Are you talking about me behind my... It's you, the golden hair outlander and the white high-intelligence floating assistive unit. Hold on. The white high-intelligence floating assistive unit. Huh? You know us? Paimon doesn't remember having this nickname, though. You have us at a disadvantage, Miss... so you've forgotten me, but I understand. I am but a normal plebeian, while you are living legends. You know, this is the second time today I've heard an NPC call us mention plebeians, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it's happened twice. Anyway, a long time back, you aided my experiments with my great creation, the remelting tablets, alchemical potions designed to aid people in combat. That research went very smoothly indeed. You enjoyed hardy battles, and I drew much useful data inspiration from said battles. It would not be wrong to say that you changed my life, and for that I've always been thankful. The results of my research have also been of aid to some members of the Corps of 30 in their work regarding Sumeru's security. Seriously? Did we really do all that? Huh. We should remember that in the future, then. Speaking of that, you said something about combat potions earlier, weren't you? Will you need our help this time as well? Well, why not? If you are around, I shan't have to rub shoulders with those sellswords. Tell you the truth, I was worried they might fleece me, or even rob me. If you were to help me complete the verification process for my shock-boiled brews, I'd be willing to give you part of my budget I set aside for this exactly. It would also serve as further thanks for your help. Mora worth 50 people's salary. Not bad remuneration, right? 50 people's worth of Mora! Doesn't that mean you'll be set for a long while once we do a single day of work? No, we'll be broke in a day. Like, don't even joke. Don't kid yourself, Paimon. We'll be broke in a day. Just give me 5 minutes. Sounds like a pretty good deal. We don't come by something like this often. Sure, I'm down. Decisive as ever. Well then, let's get to business. I discovered a temperature-related weakness to the remelting tablets I was testing in the Great Red Sands. In high heat conditions, the explosion of the red melting tablets would not achieve its desired effect. As such, I dissolved some potions in stable liquid solutions and stored them separately from the tablets, which would have a higher melting point. When using them, I mixed the two together and pressurized the container. Having the tablets explode with the liquid medium produces a shock boiling effect with higher efficacy and greater stability. And so the new device was named the shock boiling device. Okay. You could sit in front of the flaming flower for the entire day, and you still be able to use the potion to aid you in battle. It's a huge leap in reliability for the device. Neat. I'm glad you're reading this part because I skipped it. I think most people skipped it. Between you and me, I usually skip these two. I'm a sucker for the Alchemist Potions characters, so... Well, from an Albedo main, that makes sense. Albedo for life, right? Anyway, I even added periodic activation and recording functions for the device in battle. In battle, it will activate in an automatic, reactive manner and record combat data to boot. It's now incredibly easy to use. Okay, so we just need to use this super convenient support device to beat some monsters up, right? Exactly. You really are serious about your work, Hajanad? Hahanad? Either way. You've explained this in so much detail, believe me, I know, that even as unfamiliar as Paimon is with this stuff, she thinks she kinda gets it. A less good-tempered researcher would have said, fix some known issue just to dodge having to give an explanation. Was that just like a self-burn? Was that Hoyoverse doing a self-burn? Fix some known issue. Well, what was the issue? Well, it can activate automatically and make records. Alright, then. Then let's do what we did before and help her test the device effects out. We're in familiar territory. A few simple fights are all that separates us from a nice summon Mora, and we can also help her out, too. Everyone wins. Haha, talk about effective communication. I knew I'd much enjoy working with you two over those mercenaries. I've already prepared our test site. It's a domain not far from here. Just take the device and help you perform the test, please. I'll be waiting here for your feedback. Now, okay, tutorial time. Tell me how to play the video game. You must complete 3 consecutive challenge rounds during the brewing development stages. Each challenge requires you to defeat an opponent that will continuously appear within a time limit to accrue points. Your party setup can be changed between rounds to deal with different types of opponents. When the challenge ends, you will obtain test-related emblems based on your score. The shock boiling device will automatically activate every 20 seconds within the challenge, activating 1 to 4 potential medicinal effects. These effects will grant you potent buffs for a fixed duration. Each combat round will have a different medicinal effect. Use them well to combat quickly and efficiently. Oh god. I couldn't stop that yawn. Oh, that yawn came out of nowhere. Okay, so... Oh, I guess this is the first. I could have swore this started yesterday. Oh, no, it did start yesterday. It's every 2 days. Okay, so how does this work? So dendro damage increased. Electro damage increased. Energy recharge increased. Alright, and then this is electro damage, hydro damage. EM. Attack increase. After character swirl, will have a defense increase. After a current character, the normal charge attack damage. Okay, and all party members' energy recharge increased. Okay, so let's just jack this up to ×4. And yeah, we'll start doing a party setup. So it wants Dendro and Electro damage for the best results. Quicken, Aggravate, and Spread. Okay. You tired? Yeah, I'm a little tired. Like I said, I didn't sleep very well last night. Had trouble falling asleep, and I ended up just writing video ideas out while I couldn't sleep. listening to the Metal Mario theme from the original Super Smash Brothers. Okay, let's do a Dendro team. So it wants spread and aggravate, right? This might be an opportunity, actually. Hold on. Let me think. So Nahida. Let's do Yaimiko. Because it gives me an opportunity to try her out. And then we'll do Raiden Shogun. Not in this order, though. Hold on. No. Order matters here. Raiden Shogun, Yaimiko, and Alhaitham. Well, I hope you aren't too busy today and can rest a little. I'm a little busy today. I have to do more studying and exams today. But other than that, I don't have that much to do, I don't think. No, that's not entirely true. I need to do some... I need to start editing. Or at least I have to record my voiceover today. That will take a while. I got like four or 5 pages of voiceover I have to go through. Not that I mind. I enjoy doing it. Don't misunderstand. I actually enjoy doing it, but it is time consuming. Alright, let's try this team out. Gives me a chance to mess around with Alhaitham and Yaimiko. Right here, right now. So if Alhaitham's, I have to weave in charge attacks or something, right? If I remember right, to keep his passive going. Right here, right now. Alhaitham's supposed to be crazy good, right? I saw his kit and he looked pretty good. I was like kind of interested in him. But he's one of those characters I don't really like his personality, and I'm like, oh, I can't stand him. I can't wait for the vid then, and yeah, I think so. Yeah, he seems super good. I've always, like, since he came out, I'm like, well, he's a Dendro character. Like, of course he's good, but I think even the worst Dendro characters are pretty good. Right here, right now. This feels pretty good so far. So I have to do 3 rounds of this, right? Neat. No, I haven't gotten a Yaimiko burst yet. Let's do that. I like Yaimiko's burst. God, I think it looks so cool. Okay. Do I know what the point requirements are? I think I would have had to check beforehand. That's okay, though. What do we got here? Electro damage increased, hydro damage increased, EM increased, and when a character HP decreases, all party members' elemental mastery increases. Ooh, this is a good opportunity, actually. Same, that's why I pulled for fair. Hold on. This is a unique opportunity. So I'm gonna grab. Wait, do I have footage of this already? Maybe I don't need this. Because I might record this. Do I have a taser? Oh, I do have taser footage already. Dang. Maybe having extra taser footage isn't bad, though. Alright, I'm gonna record a little bit of the video here. Because I'm gonna do my Chi-Chi taser team. So it is, if I can find official Shinsho, Beidou, Our girl Chi-Chi. This seems good. So this should be getting a little bit of extra background footage for this particular team comp for the video seems pretty good.
Faster opening box of Adepti Trick.
As you wish, Mainframe.
Rim cutter.
Alright, this is...
Outlines your thick power that ended Hashon.
I don't know if something here is increasing my energy recharge right now, but if it is, I'm not complaining.
Wheel of life. Witness the power of Gugwa. Rain outlines.
So far, so good.
Sacred name. Fortune preserver.
Gotta love that AoE damage.
Wings of darkness. Rim cutter.
It's going to be amazing for sure. I hope the video comes out well.
Opening box of Adepti Tricks. Power that ended
'Cause I had a weird thing with the last video I found very funny, because I mentioned before I'm very, I usually keep a very close eye on the analytics of this stuff because I find it really fascinating. So so I'm always watching like, oh, how's the video doing? And then the last video I did on if you would C6 a character or not, or if you could C6 a character, who would it be? Was performing really badly. Like no one was watching it, and I'm like, oh, I guess it's just not that interesting of a topic. Oh well, that's too bad. I'll just have to think of something better next time. And then like yesterday, it got like an extra 200 views out of nowhere, and I'm like, what the heck happened?
by royal
I wasn't complaining or anything. I was just like, what happened? Why now? Why didn't this happen at the beginning? Why did it take like a week before anyone noticed it? Anyway, current active character's attack increases. Okay. Character's trigger swirls. That's such a weird one. If you trigger a swirl, your defense increases. Attack of the character's normal and charge attacks increase. All party members... Energy recharge. It's definitely albedo time, but it's just weird that it's like I have to do a swirl. So, what would this look like? Oh, I think it's suggesting that you would do like a Animo team and just use it like Wanderer or something? Okay. Alright, so what if I did Ren Shogun... Kazuha to swirl, albedo, because you know you gotta have albedos, and I can't say no to a request, right? And then Noel. Let me just check something. Oh no! Wait. Oh, it's defense decreased. I can't read. I thought it was reading your character's increased. Oh my god. Never mind. My reading comprehension is just bad. I don't think this is ideal, if I'm being completely honest for this one. I think it should be a Wanderer team, but you know what? We're here now. Let's do it. I thought it was a defense buff. No, it's a defense decrease. I'm going to do this anyway, just because we've come this far, right? Might as well. I mean, you seem really excited to see my albedo, so... So, you know.
must leave no stone unturned, as a good knight should. I'll catch up. Illusion shatter.
The winds knows me.
This is working just fine.
In cloud, coming to be. Feel the same power.
Time to clean up.
And the extra energy recharge is good for Noelle. So, you know what? This works out. This is fine. Oh my god, what was that crit? There was just no crits there. That was brutal.
Shine down.
Into the wind. Clouds high. The birds following a moment of birth.
As a good night should.
Okay, there's like one enemy left somewhere. Yeah, there you go. Hold on. I hate doing this, but I just realized something. I'm still recording and I didn't mean to. I'm going to label that, though. Give me one sec. This is... Taser Team in Event. I have big numbers on him, too. Your albedo is strong. I bet I haven't seen. I don't know, but I bet your albedo is very strong.
Target practice. Illusion shattered.
The wind knows me. Falling leaves. Adorn my burst forth.
I must leave no stone unturned. Time to clear.
That her bird didn't have time to spawn. It died too fast. Nope, no bird.
Target practice.
One with nature. One with wind and cloud. Live. Feel this ancient power.
Leave it all to me.
No bird.
Beautiful made one.
No bird.
Target practice.
Oh, can I kill her in time? No, so close. What? That's a bronze? Whoa. He's really not. I mean, he's my best character at the moment, but definitely not big numbers like you. I need to farm him more. I don't have the best pieces, unfortunately. Yeah, I don't, let me take a look at my albedo. Let's take a look at my boy. Like, I don't know if you were playing... I don't know, I assume... I can only guess how long you were playing for, but do you have the... Were you playing when Cinnabar Spindle came out? This particular weapon? Because this weapon's from an event. I hope you have it. I don't have it all. There is a good fallback one. There's a good backup one that's pretty good on him still. That's actually a 3-star. Like, I should have one. Harbinger of Dawn is still really good on him. I hope they bring it back. Like, this one in particular, because it is Albedo's best in slot, and he really doesn't have another option other than Harbinger of Dawn. Like, you could throw another stat stick on him. Like, I'm trying to think if there's another one offhand. Like, Amenoma Kageyuchi's, like, okay on him. The Flute's okay on him. Sacrificial Sword is honestly kind of bad on him, if I'm being completely honest. Jeez. Yeah, unfortunately, he's got slim pickings. But... Oh, I got a sack sword. I didn't even notice that. Hold on. Oops. Sorry, this is very just... Something just caught my eye. Surprise sack sword buff. He's like the only 5-star who weapon doesn't come back around when he does. Yeah. Because it was an event. There's a chance... I feel like out of any of the event weapons that could come back, this is like the one that could. Because unlike the other event weapons that are kind of either very... They're niche, but they're like multiple uses for them. Or they were for... They're very broad and just very good. Like, the Umbrella is like that, so it probably won't come back. Or the Claymore that just came out, they're all probably like not coming back. But because this one is really only usable on one character... Like, legitimately only one character can use this weapon to any effectiveness, I could see it coming back. Because if you have Albedo, you want this. But yeah, if you had Harbinger of Dawn, though, it's a good filler. It's good. And of course, you just you get once you get this set online, like you're Gucci. Stack some defense, get some geo damage, some crit rate, and you're set. Like my stats aren't even that great. On a lot of the heavy lifting comes from the artifact set. It's really good. And the weapon. The weapon is kind of nuts. All right, now what the heck do I have to do to gold this? Oh wait. Oh, never mind. I thought I got a bronze. That's not a bronze. I think I got a plat. Yeah, I got a platinum. Yeah, I got the one higher than gold. I thought I got a bronze. Nope, that's a platinum. Oops. I was like, whoa, what the heck kind of requirements does this have? This is crazy. Nope. Nope, I killed it. I absolutely annihilated it. Never mind. I have something in my inventory. It's probably... yeah, it's furniture. Is there anything else? Is there anything else I have to do? Oh, you know what I think will be fun? I'm just going to run through these real quick. I haven't done the test runs yet. I'm just going to run through the test runs. That's 40 Primo Gems and some, like, Mora just sitting there for me I have to take advantage of. Ah, good old Nahihi. What kind of wacky-ass team is this for Nahida? What are you thinking?
Let's spark things up. Everyone will share my night.
I know they put, like, some wacky, like, cheap teams together for the trials and all, but, like, what the heck is this? Barbara? Xiangling? Lisa? You'd never put these on the same team. Well, maybe Lisa. But if you're doing it with Lisa, you'd be like, you throw the skill on, you throw your hydro damage ability, and then you just start auto-attacking with Lisa. Good old Nahihi. Yeah, so I'm just going to run through these real quick because I know I'm going to forget them. So I'm doing these for me because if I don't do them now, I am going to forget them and I'm going to feel like a dum-dum. It's free stuff. How can you say no to free stuff? That's like my favorite word. Alright, so let's do this, and then we will do... Alright, let's try the attack stance.
All eyes on me.
So does she do Hydro of Infusion when she does her skill? She does. Oh. And it lasts for a good chunk of time. That's very interesting.
This dance is for you.
You know, considering that she's only really used in a single kind of Bloom team, it's kind of crazy to me because she seems so, like, multi-purpose. Like, there's so many things she could do. Like, I wonder if you could do, like, a really good, like mono Hydro team with her and just do, like, have her do damage. Or maybe a freeze team with her or something. Huh. I want to play around with her more. I might have some ideas. That could make for an interesting video, too, actually. Like, making a whole thing of, like, well, everyone knows Nilou's Super Bloom. It's, like, the classic team. I didn't mean to do that. But what about all these teams? But, again, that's back burner. I got to get through, that might be the next project, but... Oh, that'll take a while, though. Shoot. That's the one thing. These things take time, right? So, gotta just, one thing at a time. Can't overload myself. Alright.
You're in for a little freeze. Don't get frostbite.
I'll settle this.
of curiosity, how do they build her? Fav sword with tenacity. I guess tenacity makes a lot of sense on her, actually. She does constant AoE damage off field, yeah. Neat. Easy peasy. Yeah, after this, I want to slip into the Abyss for, like, the last little bit of time I have to stream today. And I want to do some recording in there today. Because I know I'm to get most of it done tomorrow. Same with the voiceover, if I'm not done it today. And then, yeah. Just got to make sure I have everything ready for Sunday.
Come a little closer.
God, I love Dory's attack animation. It's like so different.
You're in for a little.
Ooh, that was weird. Never had that happen before. I don't know if that came through on stream or not, but yeah, my computer just like completely lagged. That was crazy. It is very unique.
Come a little closer.
That's why I like it, though. And I think... Do I have one more? Is there another one? Is there another trial? Yes, Layla. Last one. And then we head over to the Abyss to get some footage. Nap time. It's time for Layla to nap. Leave me alone. You jerks. Layla was napping.
Don't be scared.
Now, how do they have Layla built, I wonder? 4-piece cryo with Fav sword. That's very interesting.
So sorry.
That's very interesting. How about that?
Stars, shine for me. My guiding stars.
Gosh, Layla's burst is pretty. It is. It's like a mobile. It's kind of adorable.
Oh, mine's a command.
You don't mind me texting you later, right? Or whenever you aren't busy. I'm training here today. Probably not doing anything. I don't mind. Hey, so I'll be working on some stuff throughout the day, so my response time will be less than good. So don't take it personally if I'm like taking long times to respond or disappear for a little while.
Oh, I like this show. The night is cold.
And yeah, we're good. Done and done. Good, good. Alright, let's claim those rewards. Give me my free stuff. That's not... Wait, I needed to do this anyway. Anyway. This is the menu. What? There we go. Alright, to the Abyss. I want to get footage for Pyro Chi-Chi. Where am I going? There we go. I'm obsessed with their astrology theme and everything. Stars and cosmic are my aesthetic to a T. Cool. Very, very cool. I dig it. I like the aesthetic too. I appreciate it. It may not be quite like my jam to the same degree, but I appreciate it. I'm more into the aesthetic of the overworked, tired character. Ironically, I'm like, she's tired. I like it. When it comes to character designs, it's all like, tired girl. Tell me more. I understand that's very specific and strange, but it is what it is. Chi-Chi, where are you hiding? So We're gonna get the Mist Splitter. I'm gonna grab a Pyro set. Should have a decent Crimson Witch on hand. I think that one's better. Don't steal from Dia. Oh, shoot. Well, this is a situation, ain't it? I'm probably going to have to steal from Dia, and I'm going to feel really bad about it. Okay, I'll steal, but I'm going to put him right back as soon as I'm done. Just do not let me forget to put it back. I mean, she's a very tired person. She yawns like in all of her lines. It's true. Okay, how are these Chi-Chi stats doing? How are we feeling about this? 40 over 208. This is normal. Alright, we're going in. That's a lot of damage. Hopefully it's a lot of damage. We're going to see. Am I going to continue? I'm abandoning that challenge. I'm going to go in. We want to do floor 12. We want to start right away. And first half will be... I got to think of the best way of doing this. Hold on. Let me look up my my visual aid. I put together a visual aid for my for all my team builds. Let me just find my where's my visual aid? There it is. So it is Bennett, Kaya, Kazuha. Got it. So the order will be not Kaya. So I guess Bennett first? No, I need Bennett last. So Kaya first. Not Bennett last, but... So Kaya... Benny Boy... And then... Kazuhu... And finally... let's grab... Of course, Chi-Chi. Right. And the second half... Do I have a favorite name card? I do not have a favorite name card. I tend to switch them out not frequently, but semi-often. Like, probably like once a month. If I see one that just tickles my fancy. Like, I like the ones that are associated with characters I like. Like, I like Noelle's one. I'm going to use Dia's one for a while. Like some of the more or the rarer ones, like the ones from like some of the zones that people didn't do or don't do very often. Some of the old event ones I like. I don't know. There's none that like really stand out as a favorite. I just kind of I like what I like. All right. Now second half, I don't need second half to be as tight because I'm only doing like 2 floors, so I'm just gonna grab. Let's do. I know. Nahida, Kokomi, Shenhe, Ayaka. Something like that. There we go. Fridge. That's not even Fridge. That's just like a freeze Dendro team. Sure. Let's give it a go. Oh, jeez. But before I get started, I gotta step away for just a second. Just going to take a short bathroom break. I'll be right back.
Let's get moving. We're not frozen in place after all.
Great. Alright, I am back. Sorry for the wait, and you have so many high-level characters. Yeah, I've been playing since, like, the early patches. I've just kind of accumulated... Like, I get a character, I always would just try to level them up. If I got, like, the sudden urge, like, oh, I want to try something different, so I'd level up a character. So that's honestly, it's what I spent most of my time doing in this game, is just building characters. So a lot of them are leveled up, but not a lot of them are built or have, like, good builds a lot of the time. Only, like, the ones I really like do. But yes, so let's give this a shot. We're going to open up my OBS. Start recording, sorry. And see how this goes.
Opening box of a death dress.
Alright, so far so good. Cooldowns are definitely a little off, but for what it is so far, it's not bad. Oh my goodness, except for getting beat up. Initial test looking pretty good.
Orders given. Orders received.
Look at that! Look at those 13k Pyro Chi-Chi melts. Doesn't make any sense. Definitely not perfect, but so could use some work. But it's interesting, though. It's interesting that this kind of works.
Sacred name. Fortune preserve. Oh, go.
Okay, still a little slow, but at least you know it's working, and you can just go up from here. Exactly. So it went okay. It's a little slow, but I think it is, you know, some tweaking of the characters in the build will make it a lot better. But it is good for footage, though. It's good to have that. So I'm gonna just stop recording there. Make a note of that. Videos. So this is Pyro Chi-Chi Abyss 1. We'll try to get one more floor in and see how it looks on the other floor against Magu Kenki.
Care for a dance? Dance with me. Allow me. Do your master's bidding. Just begun. Whirling snow, embrace the ice. Not done yet. At least you were here to watch.
Now, the awkward thing I just realized is that because I'm using Ayaka, and Chi-Chi has her Mist Splitter right now, so Ayaka has... Oh, she has, never mind, she has, Jade Cutter. That's not so bad. That could have been worse. At least she's not using Rancor.
Temple of Wisdom.
Again.
Take your true form. In your dreams. Cryo incarnate. Sakura swirl. Whirling snow.
Ow.
Everyone's okay.
Oh, oh. No, 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 no. Bad, 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 bad.
Covenant of the deep.
So this team definitely isn't optimal, but I also, like I said, my Ayaka's not built right. So, all in all, not bad. Chi-Chi is stealing everyone's stuff, nobody's safe. It's true.
By ordinance divine. So rude. Allow me. Manifest.
Oh, not bad. That's fast. Now I get to see how this works against Maku Kenki, which I have very low expectations for. And these cards have not been very good, so... And we will begin. Start recording. Let's give her a go. Give it the old college try. Wait for this guy to do his obnoxious stand-up routine.
Will be frozen.
Definitely seeing some 16Ks in there. On the melts, yeah, 16K with Chi-Chi, it's pretty good.
Wind strike. Free.
Did not do well in that rotation there, though. I kind of got bodied. I got juggled just a little too much.
Oh, so soft.
Teamwork is true.
Falling leaves. Adorn my...
I wonder if Rosaria might be better in this spot instead of Kaya for the crit rate.
Dodge this.
Are the cards random too? Yes, the cards... Oh, they're sort of random. They change every day, but once you have one set for a day, they're always the same for that day. If that makes sense.
Don't get frostbite.
You teleporting? You are teleporting. Perfect.
Eyes. Orders given. Orders received.
Stop teleporting, my guy. I don't like it when you teleport like that. I could not dodge that for some reason.
Adventures. Cool it.
Okay, just teleport. Or don't.
Wind strike. Freeze. Oh, so soft.
Everybody stand back.
Oh, friggin' course.
And cloud.
Go.
This is certainly not the best showing. If we just get one good rotation in without him moving on me, then I'll be in better shape.
Dodge this.
Let's light it up.
Freeze.
Just one good rotation.
Don't get frostbite.
Go in. Sacred name. Fortune preserver. Life goes on.
There we go.
Dodge this.
Let's light it up.
Fallen leaves. Adorn my nut coolant. This one will be frozen.
Everybody stand back.
Almost there. I'll finish this one off, and then I'll just cut the recording on this one, and then try to get like some footage of another boss fight too.
Wind strike.
Let's light it up. Teamwork is strength.
Okay, good. Good enough. Not your fault, though. He's just teleporting to spite you. He knows you're recording. You know, sometimes it feels like it. Sometimes it feels like it. Is Chi-Chi's skill that long of a cooldown? Yep, it's 30 seconds. That is a 30-second cooldown on your skill. But I think it lasts for 20? Or maybe only 12. It lasts for a while, though, so it's not that bad. Pyro, Chi-Chi, Abyss, 2. Let me get out of here. I'll actually get the numbers for you. But yeah, it's old design syndrome. A lot of the old characters have really, really long cooldowns, and so like I don't know. It seems kind of ridiculous in hindsight, but let me check. Yeah, it's a 30-second cooldown and a 15-second duration, so it's about half of the uptime. But the healing on it is so good, right? So I think that's like they thought that healing was going to be way, way more important in the early days, so they're like, oh, we have to make sure that's balanced. We have to make sure that they can't heal, like, infinitely, right? They have to have some challenge. And then they came up with Zhongli, so, I don't know. I don't know what they were thinking. Just quickly rebuild that team. So it's Kaya, Bennett, Kazuhu, Chi-Chi.
Right, let's head off.
It's a carryover because if they, I like the idea if they ever did change some of these characters to like change some of their cooldowns and buff them a little bit to kind of reflect on how they do characters now. But I don't see it happening, really. It's unlikely, unfortunately. Who will make for a good volunteer? Oh, you know who will make a good volunteer for some, like, just some variety? It's over to this guy. The Perpetual Mechanical Array. I haven't beat this guy up in a while. Alright, let's just quickly record this one too. And then I can probably get the rest of my recording done tomorrow. It's almost time for me to write my next exam.
So sorry.
Going in.
Clouds high. The birds
Orders given. Orders received. Life goes on.
cool it. Freeze.
Teamwork is strength.
I also don't think that my Kai is built properly right now.
Let's light it up.
Alright, I'm not doing the whole fight. I just wanted to get just a little bit of video. Just a little bit. Just something that I can cut to if I feel the need. Alright. We stop recording. It was so close my phone was at 1%. Oh, shoot. Good catch. I've done that to myself before. You're like, you look down and you're like, oh, I just used my phone, and then it's like, oh,
Probably
shoot.
get the rest of my recording done tomorrow.
Oops. Sorry. I accidentally opened up the video. I didn't mean to do that.
Never in this world I know. I
So you got to hear my voice twice. I'm so sorry.
can't display
So this is Pyro Chi-Chi World Boss. And then I'm going to move all these over to where they need to be. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Cut. I very much like to keep all my things organized.
This scenery is wonderful. Surely enough to convince
Looking good.
anyone to become a wanderer.
Hearing your voice is the highlight of my day, to be honest. 2 sets sounds great to me. I mean, my voice ain't that nice. That's all right. Oh no. Well, I hope you have a better highlight than that. I hope that your day goes good. That you that there's a higher point than just my voice. All right. It was looking good then. So let me think of the team comps that I have done right now. Where'd my infographic go? There it is. We have Taser Team, check. Mortuary Cabinet, check. Pyro, check. So next is we need Monocryo and Physical. Physical's gonna suck. Well, today is uneventful, so I don't know. And what you're talking about, your voice is perfect. Thank you. It's very nice. I don't know if everyone would agree with you, though. I'm sure there's people out there who find my voice very annoying. Physical Chi-Chi, yep. And hold on, before I forget. Dia needs her artifacts back real bad. Let me get my Crimson Witch pieces back. Thank you, Chi-Chi. Oh, wait, no, not that one. It was this one and this one. Uh-oh, what was I using in this spot? Ruh-roh. Never mind, I found it. Got worried there for a sec. Thought I screwed myself over. Oh my. I forgot to remind you. No worries. No worries, no worries. So I think the next one on the list is going to be Monocryo. Do I have anything recorded for that yet? Taser. Pyro. I have a little bit of Physical. Mortuary Cabinet. Okay, so it is Cryo. Cryo is my next one. So who is in my Cryo team? Let me grab my thing. So it's... I should know this one already. It's just Chongyun, Shenhe, Kazuha. Yes. So Chi-Chi's first, then Kazuha, then our boy Chongus, and good old Shenhe. That's not Shenhe. There we go.
Understood.
There we go.
I just have to stand here, right?
And then for her equipment, she needs... Do I have a cryo set I can throw on her? Actually, I think I was going to go with a healing set on this one. I can just picture all the things you have organized, color-coded, sticky notes, PDFs, all the above. I wish I was that organized. Goodness. I ain't quite that organized. I wish I was. I can be, like when I'm doing stuff when I was doing stuff for school or work. Yeah, then I was I was on top of it. But when I'm just like on my day to day, not so much. Yeah, most of this is just good file organization in folders. Just I have all my folders labeled and all my videos labeled. All in like an easy way that I can like keep up with it. Oh, I do not. That's in the wrong folder. Not quite color coded though. I could color code it. So that'd be purple. That'd be green. That'd be white. That'd be blue. And that'd be red. I'll see how that looks actually. I'll try that later. But yeah, so did I have a Blizzard Strayer set that was okay for her? I don't think that I do. And I'm not doing a freeze team anyway, so Blizzard Strayer is only sort of okay. I think I'm going to go just stick with Clam. So we had a flower, we have a feather, we have a that. I believe there's a physical cup. There's no physical cup. But there is a crit damage hat. Let's see. So now I just need my physical cup and I'm good to go. Or sorry, not physical cup. I'm getting ahead of myself. This is not physical. I'm looking for my cryo cup. Do I have a good... What's my best crit damage hat? I'm sorry. I'm just kind of like thumbing through all my artifacts right now, trying to put this together to make sure I'm ready to go. $39 over 207. I get an extra 15% for double cryo, so that is $55 over 207. That might be good enough. If it's not, I'll have to switch over to the other helmet. What does that look like if I do this one? 56 over 171, which is actually 70 over 171. Yeah, that's probably better. That's more consistent. Yes, okay. Just figuring it out, that's all. And you know what? What's the optimal crit damage ratio? Crit to crit damage ratio. The optimal ratio for most people is 2 to 1. So for every 1% crit rate, you want 2% crit damage. So I think I have it. Do I have a character with a perfect crit rate ratio right now? Let me check. Like this is an okay crit ratio, but you'd obviously want to get them higher eventually. That's kind of bad. I have to have a good one, right? Ready to go. This might take a second. That's an okay one. That's a good one. This is a really good one. That's a really good crit ratio. 67 over 159. It's almost 2 to 1. So, like I said, two crit damage for every 1 crit rate. But that's optimal. There is better, though. Like, you can actually be higher than that. Like, you could be, like... I think the best crit rate ratio I've ever saw someone have was, like, 100% crit rate over 250 crit damage. Which is crazy. Like, that is, like, the best you could probably get. But it is possible to get that kind of ridiculousness. That's a decent one. That's not a good one. This is a good one. Though it's actually no, this is bad, funny enough. But I know why it's bad. It's because I'm using the wrong weapon. If I switch over to this. Yeah, that's what it normally is. This is a deceptively good crit ratio. because if you're doing double cryo, if you have 2 cryo characters in your team, you have an extra 15% crit rate.
A blade embraces
So this is actually 77 over 231, which is like, that's really good. But anyway, let me just put that back. My albedo is 45.1 over 115. That's decent. That's a pretty decent one. And then the goal is just to slowly kind of increase those numbers as you go, get better pieces that can make those numbers higher, like 55, get over to like 75 over 150. Like that's like a dream. Like that's really good for most characters. Like for some it can be a little different, like Diluc here, because his level up stat is crit rate, so the expectations are a little higher. Oh, hold on. 1 sec, gotta mute myself. Sorry about that. I was just I was being asked a question from outside my room. I do have to start wrapping this up soon, though. I do want to get in one more run. One more bit of recording really fast. And this is the last thing I had time for. Sorry if this wasn't more interesting. This kind of devolved into just trying to get this all these teams together. Or getting all this recording together. So first half, Raiden Shogun, Dia, Sucrose, Bennett. Second half, Chi-Chi, Kazuha, Chongus. Who's trying to join my world? Sorry, Rain. Now's not a good time. It's been a long stream. It's been great. I'm glad you're having a good time. I always appreciate you hanging out. I appreciate everyone coming by to hang out. Even if it's just for a little while, just to say hi. Or just lurk in the background. It's all good. Chungus. Yep. Oh, that did not work in my favor. They all flew all over the place.
Now you shall perish. Illusion shattered.
Okay.
Everybody stand back.
Okay, let's get some healing for her. Well, that was a terrible start, unfortunately, but should be okay.
On to oblivion.
Try to get her bursts back as fast as possible, and then just go to town.
Enhanced animal module 75. Animal test 60. Go in. Gloves off. There is no escape. Let's light it up. Hi. Inazuma shines eternal.
Alright, come on.
Everybody stand.
There we go, easy. I want to build him one day too. His ice cream idol is cute. The ice cream reminds me of Kingdom Hearts. Me too, actually. I totally see that. With the... Oh, the sea salt ice cream, I think they called it. It was sea salt ice cream or something. Where they're always hanging out at the clock tower. Am I remembering that correctly? I do. I played all the Kingdom Hearts games. You gotta figure... I was in high school when those games came out. Like, I was so into them when they were new on the PlayStation 2. I was so hyped to play them when they first came out. I've played all of them. With the exception of the two of the DS ones, I think. Recoded and 356 Days Over 2. But every other one I played. It made me happy, you have no idea. No, it's a really good series. I love them. I love those games.
Care for dance.
Dance with me. As one with wind and cloud.
Right, gotta...
Cryo incarnate. Transfigure. Opening box of Adeptitrix. I didn't feel that.
I didn't feel that either, Chi-Chi. No worries. Oh. Oh. Whoa, what is... How did Chi-Chi die? Hold up. How the heck did Chi-Chi die there? I got, like, stuck. That was weird. Anyway. I had the DS one, 345... It's 345 Days, yeah. One was so good. Definitely underrated. Yeah, I didn't get a chance to play that one. I know the story of it, at least. Because I got the collection, the 1.5 and 2.5 HD collections. And they didn't have those games in the collection, but they had, like, all the cutscenes in it. So I ended up watching them to kind of get an idea of what was going on. Nobody even knows what I'm talking about, so you definitely are in my eyes. Yeah, I get that feeling. I don't know a lot of people. I only know a few people who've gotten, like, really into the Kingdom Hearts games like I have, so... They're few and far between, because it's a really popular game series. It just seems that not a lot of people talk about it. Kingdom Hearts 2 is my favorite. Absolutely love it. 2 is my favorite. I like 1 still. Oh, geez, what's it called? Birth by Sleep I really liked. Nothing will top that one. Yeah, Birth by Sleep is another that was really good, just because I like Aqua. Aqua's one of my favorite characters from the series. And the music, oh my god, the music. Yoko Shimomura is like one of my favorite musicians of all time. She is so good. Like, her work on Kingdom Hearts is so good. Anything else she's touched is usually gold. Like, what's a... Like, she's worked on a bunch of stuff, too. She's got, like, a really crazy resume for what she's known for. Like, she did the soundtrack for the original Street Fighter 2 on the Super Nintendo. She did a game called Parasite Eve, which is one of my favorite games of all time, and the music on that's so good. It's all good stuff, though. Oh, I just gotta focus on this for just a sec. There we go. I had the same song on repeat a lot. Hey, me too, don't worry. I'm right there with you on that one. It's good stuff, though. Great series. The story is all over the place sometimes. There's some weird stuff that happened in that game, but you know what? It's fun. I always wanted to play Parasite Eve, really. I recommend it. If you can find a way to, like, play it, it's really, really good. It's the best elements of an RPG and a horror game. It's very strange. Sorry if I'm distracting you. It was awesome. No worries, no worries. It's all part of the job, right? Okay, we're gonna actually remember to record this one. Let's not get Chi-Chi killed this time.
Care for dance. Dance with me.
Clouds high. The bird from whence you came.
Be a good audience. Do your master's bidding. My will and sacred name, fortune preserver. What?
Not bad. Oh no, let me out of the bubble. I don't want to be in the bubble.
I must
Oh my god, let me change characters, please, I'm begging you.
Force my blade. Submit for judgment.
At least you were here to watch.
Wind strike.
I just need to level up Chongyun's artifacts.
Unleash.
Almost forgot about that. That's no good.
Into the wind. As one with wind
That's
and
alright, though.
cloud. One with my blade.
By ordinance divine. Take your true form.
Hold on, I will get to anything else in the chat in just a second. Just try my absolute damnedest to make this look as good as I can.
One with nature. Spirit blade. Attack. Swift and merciful.
Oh, he increased my cooldown. Oh, that felt really bad. Oh, that was so dumb on my part.
Into the wind. A touch of frost. Submit for judgment. Clouds high. The birds up.
Cryo incarnate. My will embodied. Life goes on. Faster? Okay, faster.
Swift and merciful.
Sacred name.
So far, so good. Again, the time's slow, but I'm also not playing optimally. And that little cooldown kerfuffle earlier definitely didn't help my case.
From whence you came.
Chongyun be spinning, though. Stop recording. Make a quick note of that. Taking notes, taking notes. Wait. Oh shoot, I have two very similar looking ones. Give me a sec. Recording? Where's that for some reason? Oh. That's Cryo Chi-Chi. Or sorry, that's Pyro Chi-Chi. Pyro Chi-Chi Abyss. Meaning this one is Cryo Chi-Chi. Cryo Chi-Chi Abyss 1. Cut that, put that in the right folder. Excellent. Sorry about that. Anyway, would you say Electro is your favorite element since it's purple? And you're fine, sorry, you're killing it. It's looking good so far. I really like the Cryo Chi-Chi. I'm liking it too. I think it's funny and entertaining. I think it's interesting. Is Electro my favorite element? Weirdly enough, even though it is purple, and I like a lot of the Electro characters, it's not quite my favorite. I think it might have been. At one point. Like, at the beginning, I really wanted to get into using Electro units, but Electro wasn't really good at the start, and there really wasn't a lot of options yet when I first started playing. So it never really grew on me. So I think my favorite element actually ends up being, like, a toss-up between Geo and Anemo. Interestingly enough, because I love Noelle. I love all the Geo setup. I like how the constructs work. Even though they're such a greedy element and they're, like, really hard to work with other elements, I just like it. My fave is Hydro, Cryo, and Geo. Good picks all around. Honestly, I don't think there's... I mean, there is no wrong answer, obviously, but... Yeah, like, yeah, Geo and Anemo are my two, because Geo is really greedy and just, I like all the characters, and Anemo, because it's, like, the opposite. It's super supportive and, like, buffs everything else. But, yeah. Hydro and Cryo. Those are, for those to be your favorites, that's a good combo. Those one mix pretty well together, if I do say so myself. I didn't mean to restart. I meant to exit, because Unfortunately, I do need to wrap things up because I was reminded about something earlier when I muted my mic. Is that I'm having company over today, so I have to go do some cleaning before they arrive. So, unfortunately, that is all for me. I gotta wrap things up. That was actually a pretty long stream again, though. All the new content and stuff is definitely keeping me occupied. Plus, trying to do stuff for videos and stuff. It's a lot to cover, I guess. I don't quite realize how long I'm going. Probably because I'm having a good time, too. So, time flies, right? Time flies when you're having fun. Oh, yeah. And I hope you have a fantastic day, too. And, if anyone watches this later down the line, and to anyone who was here before and left early, thanks for hanging out. To everyone. And, trying to beat this the best I can. And if anyone sees this later down the line, or anyone who rewatches or whatever has, suggestions or anything, I'm always open to them. Whether it's suggestions for content or just stuff you want to see me do on stream, lay it out there. So, to everyone, have a wonderful day. To you, Bliss, you're hanging out the whole time. Appreciate it. And, cheers, as always. Take care.